Devil worshiper.
My name is Satan.
Brought to you by Anti-LaVey.
Welcome, fellow streamers and everybody. We are here with another episode of Noobs and Dice with good old friends.
Well,
Oh no!
And
Carbonation.
Beer trouble,
I knew I
beer
should've shook
trouble,
that
beer
up more.
trouble.
Brought to you by Carbonation.
Brought to you by Carbonation.
We finally got some good equipment, some good cameras. We got everything set up correctly to our best capability, and we're happy with the. We're happy finally with how everything's set up. We actually got everything set up super early, so we had a lot of time to just chill and talk and everything. But we are here to have fun, and we are here to play Dungeons and Dragons and to share that entertainment with everybody else. So. Let's see. Our rogue and our ranger will be coming in just a little bit. Our ranger will be coming in about 30 minutes. Our rogue should be coming in any moment now. Probably with more beer. So at that point, let's get the game started. So as we last left off, our fellow adventurers ended up going through... to make a name for themselves, they actually helped slay some spiders and rescue some damsels and children and families in distress. When doing so, they were offered a job basically to find this missing dad and where the connections are between the missing dad and this grave robbing of some sort. They went to go inspect the grave robbing, which led them to a mansion sitting outside on the swamp. They ended up venturing into the mansion, being attacked by zombies. Going further in, they ended up finding a stairway that led to the underground passage that led them through lots of traps and lots of things that hurt. As Lothos figured out that he is a holy foot. But they are safe for now. Left off in a little room where there are beds and being trapped, hearing the sound of pounding behind a heavy metal door. And that is where we left off.
Which door was that again?
That would be
the one to the right.
Oh,
yeah.
The one at the bottom?
Yeah,
right
that guy.
there.
Oh, the one we didn't realize was even there at the
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
The one I'm glad we didn't open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, at that point, what are you guys going to do? You hear the pounding, and it doesn't stop. The pounding gets louder and louder.
I think we should brace the door.
Well,
I need a nap. I really need a nap.
we're not going to nap with the pounding. I'm gonna go up to the door.
You're going to go up to the door.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and move him up to the door.
Like just right in front of it.
This is you, right?
No, he's
he's the white one.
Yeah, he's... Yeah. Hey, don't be racist now.
I gotta be black.
Sorry,
Oh,
he's
why
the
couldn't
thunder
you be
one.
black?
Or the
Bruh.
lightning one.
And then, so what I'm basically is I hear the thud.
Yes,
Okay, and it's continually getting louder.
correct.
What I want to do is listen to see if I hear any like other sounds to detect what is making the thud.
Okay, go ahead and... I would say go ahead and roll a perception check.
Okay.
And then after that, you're going to roll an intelligence check.
Ooh.
Okay. I gotta remember my stuff. Oh, okay. 17 perception.
Ooh.
17 perception. You hear banging on the other side of the door, and when you do, you hear it, and it gets louder and louder, and it sounds like metal on metal, but it also sounds like kind of like a hard stone-like substance banging at the door as well. So whatever it is not soft in any means necessary.
So this is why I have to roll intelligence to see if I actually know what I think I know what it is.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Hey, here's our
Hey, what's up, buddy?
What's going on?
Not much, man.
I'm trying to figure out how not to die.
Yes.
Okay. So, all right. Cool. So I got that too. All right.
Huh?
You guys already started?
Just
yeah,
now.
we just started, and we just started streaming.
Cool.
By the way, just be mindful of the cameras because we got brand new cameras on each side right here.
Cameras.
15 intelligence.
15 intelligence. Oh, this is mine. You can't see
Are we in
this.
combat?
That's my screen.
Yeah.
Are we in combat?
not
No,
yet.
not yet. But we'll
investigating
trigger
the
that in just a moment. So, after hearing the sounds, you kind of think what you've been going through lately and what's been going on. In your intellect, you can assume that there are probably more skeletons on the other side of this door. So that is the best of your knowledge, and it just. But by the judging of the sound, seems like there's a lot.
And looking at the door, is it shifting or is it pretty heavily like?
You can when the banging happens, you can see like a little dust and gravel kind of fall from the ceiling and everything. Nothing like severe, but just enough where it just shakes it ever so slightly. It's holding pretty secure, but
For how long?
for how long? That is undetermined.
Is there anything securing it on our side?
No. Well, no, not really actually.
So it's just shut.
It is just shut and locked with two big heavy handles.
So there are beds in there, right?
Correct.
I kind of like the bracing idea, and maybe taking turns taking short rests.
I think that would be smart.
We can
I think
even
we need
take
to buy
turns for
ourselves a
long
little time.
rest.
Long rest would
That makes
require
8
you to go
hours?
8 hours.
Yeah.
Uninterrupted.
Well, I looked that up. It is actually long rest. Is 8 hours. Of you sleeping and everything. Making sure that you. And it can also be mixed with a little bit of light activity. Just light, very light, like reading a book or something very faint. But most of the time, a long rest is usually you sleeping,
Right.
going full comatose and relaxing.
So if we. Okay. So if we bar the door.
Correct.
Let me get a call voice going. If we bar the door,
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, go for it. Go.
we have plenty of sticks and stuff to do it.
We have beds.
We can each take turns resting and sleeping in these cots,
I know.
and then we'll be better prepared to deal with the threat behind the door.
Fat ass popped the bite.
Go ahead and
Scoot in a little.
yeah, David, go ahead and scoot just a little bit more over, and then Jason, go ahead and scooch. There you go. I want to make sure you're in the shot, Jason. There you go.
Can the beds even be moved?
No, I was just saying we sleep in the beds and we just take our problems and push them in front of the door.
Or we could take ourselves and
Well, first, can I just go around the corner right here, and I'm gonna pull up my eyeball and take a look around the corner.
So right over
Wait.
here,
Right about here.
yes, okay.
or
No, well, someone's already there. Huh?
That
Is
area's
it-
already
I
been
was checking the
cleared.
door. There's pounding on this door.
Oh,
right
there's
here.
pounding on the door.
I mean, you can move there if you want.
No, never mind. I'll step back.
You'll step back.
I thought-
I'll step
I was looking
back.
at the map differently.
Are you saying you want to put the
Pull
skeletons
me up. I'm
up
gonna
against the door?
be
No,
right
I
there.
want
Just
to
go
put
put
the
just
beds.
wood
just in that little
through
that little
the
walkway
because
right
there's
there.
2 door handles. So if we bar the door so it can't open out,
Yeah, but all we have is that bundle of stakes, right? That's not really strong
We
wood.
also have the
Yeah,
other
yeah,
room
it's
with
not
the
really-
tables.
I mean, it's more like it is stakes. It's like firewood,
Right.
Firewood basically. So it's not really. It's about like maybe a foot and a half long. So
Yeah, it wouldn't be good.
For lack of better words, top right corner, where the skeletons came from, there were furniture in there though.
There is.
let's just go
The
pile a
barricade.
bunch
Yeah, I
of
was
stuff.
thinking we could bar the door with all these beds.
Or we can,
I
just
pulled it out. I'm always
leave.
gonna
and not
And just take long enough a break that we can make a plan.
Okay.
Well, the plan is to keep them out at the moment.
The knocking continues.
Yeah, the whole time
Okay,
we're
let's
talking.
get moving. I'm gonna grab a bed and drag it out there.
Okay, so I need you to go ahead and roll a strength check.
That's what I'm saying. Are they even movable?
We'll find out.
Nat 20 wrote it down.
That is
I mean, you think a Goliath Paladin can do it? No problem.
13.
13. I'll let you use athletics, actually, if you want.
Oh, okay.
Did the bed
Because technically it is a lift.
15.
15? Okay, so you pick it up, and it's a little heavy for you, and you kind of feel awkward about that, because you should be able to lift a bed, no problem. But you lift it nonetheless, and it takes you a while to move it, but you do move it. And you move it against the... You do move it against the door. How do you want to move it against the door?
I want to like lean it
So
it
flat?
like catches the floor. No, like so it's like at an angle.
45.
So
Okay.
if the door tries to come
So you want
open,
the
it's
bed,
gonna
the wooden bed frame, basically
barricading.
barricading.
Yeah.
Okay, so you take one of the beds and you do that.
Anybody want to help me out?
Oh, I'm down.
Okay.
I need another one.
Go ahead and roll an athletics check as well.
18.
18. That will do it. You lift yours up with a little bit more of ease, and you do the same thing, and you prop it into place. And so far, you think that would hold for now.
Let's keep doing this.
We gotta have beds to sleep in.
Yeah.
There's only
I
7.
can sleep on the floor.
Mother.
And I can just curl up at someone's feet, so it'll be alright.
You have to meditate anyways, right?
I'll just take some of the wood and just get a bunch of them and just put them through the 2 handles.
Okay. So you take a couple. You can probably fit about like 2 of the
Sure.
pieces of wood, and you stick them in there, and it holds it in place. And so far, everything looks normal and copacetic and everything. Everything's chill. By the way, I forgot to reveal something. That's another thing.
Excuse me.
Let me see if I
Got-
can.
There's another
I
entry.
got a chip sideways in my throat.
Oh, that's the word.
Let me see if I can reveal that.
There it goes.
Just to go.
I'll let you reveal that. Sorry, that was my bad.
Oh, there's
So-
another hallway.
Yes, there is another hallway to your right hand side.
Hey,
Oh,
scroll
can
up
you
a
scroll
bit.
down a little? Yeah.
Oh, it connects.
Oh, it connects.
What is that
Wonderful.
axe?
I don't want to know.
What?
What is the what?
It's a staircase.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like an axe on the floor.
There's an axe on the floor.
Where
Where?
that staircase
I'm
on the
trying to
bottom.
ping
Like
it.
it looks like it's painted on.
The shadow thing?
Oh, at the
Yeah.
top of the staircase or bottom of the staircase,
Yeah.
however you look at
Oh,
it.
it's just a shadow, man.
Where's that shadow?
They're talking about that black mark on the teal part.
That.
That shouldn't be.
That right there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw it a little bit ago. It was a silhouette of a big axe, roughly around 10 to probably around 12 feet tall.
My God.
And that's just how big the axe is.
Oh,
How do I not see that? Oh, I see it now.
fucking minute.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's
That
what
was
you
a
think.
convenient
That's
thing.
what you think.
I'm gonna.
This is really good.
I want to go over to here and just kind of investigate.
Okay, go ahead and move his character. All right, there we go. So you move into there, and you
Guess we're
kind of
not
see
resting.
a shallow, swampy water that is on the floor. And as you do, you see this. You see this. I'm just gonna go ahead and reveal it all really quick. So this is what you see.
Oh, hey.
What the heck?
Well done.
And let me
Oh, it's a statue.
move this. Let me move this down for the people real quick so they can see what the heck you guys are seeing.
So it's a statue.
So you see this, and it is a big statue with an axe in one hand and a shield in the other. A bearded, a very tall, strong, thick stone beard with a helmet on top with horns coming out. You see the statue. Go ahead and roll an intelligence check for me to kind of get a general idea of what you think this might be.
Can I follow him?
Sure. You follow him? Let me see if I can switch real quick.
That's an 8.
An 8. You look at the statue and you have no really recollection.
Idea.
You can't recognize it or have any idea of what this possibly is. You just think the best thing that comes to your mind, wow, this is a big dwarf.
Can I do see if it has any religious value?
Sure. Go ahead and roll for religion.
Oops. Oh, that would have been so good too.
Gotta keep it in the box. Are you rolling?
Oh,
There you go.
23.
23. So,
Wow.
you look at the statue and you observe it, and you realize that this statue has very little religious nature to it, but
Okay.
you know that this, whatever this is similar to what a fire giant would look like in size and in height.
What about any magical aspect to it?
There is no magical aspect to it.
Okay.
It looks like it was built here and moved here because for some reason when you observe it and you look at it and you try to get a little bit of a glimpse on it, the stone feet don't really match up to the floor of the water. So whatever happened, it was brought here a long time ago because there's still dust, gravel on the shoulders and everything. So it's been here for quite a while, but it doesn't look like it should have been. It belongs here.
Anything special about the water?
The water is just swampy, murky, but it is still water nonetheless. Nothing special about it.
Hey,
What's that?
you want to stick your hand in that real quick? I just want to make sure it's not acid again.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not eating at the statue, but it wasn't eating at the thing either.
Yeah.
So,
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and gingerly investigate the water a little bit more closely. See if
Go
there's
ahead and
anything.
roll an investigation check.
Please burn off your finger.
At 13. 13.
It is water.
It's water.
it is water.
Once you taste it, just make sure.
Okay.
It's strong.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. I'm going to jump in the water.
Oh, there's
All right, so
stairs.
you jump in the water. Splash goes on the statue and everything.
Yep.
Kind of clears, kind of washes away a lot of the dust and debris that was on partially the kneecaps and everything and lower. As you jump in, you get a little bit dirty because of the murky water, but other than that, nothing happens.
And you said it cleaned away
Those corpses.
Hello!
the statue? Yo.
Hey.
Ranger is here.
Where's our sandwiches, fool?
Oh, Ranger, son.
Which is, oh, way to throw that in there. You get to sit right here next to me, man.
Perfect.
By the way, this is this new stream now, so this is how it is.
Just no peeking at his screen.
Yeah, no peeking at my screen. No worries. No cheating.
Oh,
No cheating.
you're going to be sharing with my board.
Cool. Hi, everyone. Hey.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Can I go and investigate that door at the just to see if it's locked or anything like that while he's waiting in the pool?
What? Just to see if what's locked?
If this door is locked.
Sure. You go over and you check, and in the meantime, while you go over and you check, from out of nowhere, you see our Elderwind. You see your fellow companion show up out of nowhere.
Hey! Where you been?
He actually just fell through the mansion floor, just
you-
like, huh.
In last game, you kind of just stayed behind and you kind of watched everybody's back, making sure nothing comes from behind them.
You stood guard.
That was your role last game.
Now
Very
we fell through the
critical.
ceiling.
No
He
damage.
scared,
Stayed
he
alive.
scared the shit out of me. I took my eyeball and I threw it at him. And then I retrieved it once I realized it was him.
And then
Yeah.
you went to go chase it because it had like the little object
So-
on it.
You said did me splashing water on it reveal anything new?
It just kind of cleaned away a little bit of the dirt. Really didn't reveal anything new.
So it's just a statue.
Are those skeleton scorps still kind of lingering? Once.
Yes, they are.
How tall is it?
I'm gonna head over there.
How
and kinda-
tall? This is probably around. The statue itself is probably around 20 feet tall.
Thank God.
There's cold ones in the cooler.
Seven.
Give me
You
a
gotta
second.
dig for it.
Give you a second. Okay.
You gotta dig for it.
Our tabaxi is going to go play with bones.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check out the skeletons. See if
Okay.
they just look at their weapons. Maybe retrieve some of their arrows.
Okay. At that point, did you guys want to do anything?
Oh, I'd probably go with him just to see if I
Okay,
can get
I'll let you
anything
go
from him.
scout out the weapons, and you're
I'm checking if that door, because
Okay,
it
you're
looks
checking.
like it might be into the same
And
chamber. I
I'm
don't
gonna say
want to.
you guys are propping.
Yeah, we're kind of
Okay,
I want a nice.
so Elderwind and Lily, you go ahead and make an investigation check to see what you can find on the skeleton corpses.
Oh God.
20, right?
Yeah, each one.
7. All I really wanted was like a femur.
How tall are we?
12 plus 6.
Okay, so you find a crossbow
Nice. I'll
with
take it.
crossbow bolts.
Nice.
And then you also find a short sword with a shield as well. There is short swords and shields, and then you wanted to, and you're rolling for investigation?
Yeah, I got a 7.
Okay, a 7? You wanted a femur, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you find a femur.
You're ready, man. It's been fun.
You find a femur.
Nice.
You get that bone and you stick it in your pouch and you're like, I got a femur now.
I got it.
So
How much of that did you want to take, Jason?
I will take the crossbow and the bolts.
The crossbow and the bolts? Okay, because you find roughly around 2 crossbows functioning, and you find around maybe 40 bolts.
Isn't it now? Jesus. And are 40 bolts?
Yeah, 40 bolts. Because it was spread throughout the 3 of them.
Alright, I'll take both the crossbows and all 40 of the bolts.
Okay, so you're going to be carrying a lot, but it's on your back nonetheless.
Jesus Christ, let me mute my phone so he's not
Okay.
calling. Sorry.
Yeah, I recommend this is like a movie theater right now. Please, Mooch, please. Do not make your
You're
own
selling
sounds in the
advice.
movie theater.
silence your cell phones.
Alright.
I kind of know why.
Oh, I just looked up information.
At that point,
D&D.
so that leaves with you guys searching.
Let me have that.
Go ahead. I need you to go ahead and roll. Are you checking to see if it's locked? Or
I'm trying to see if it's locked and if there's anything moving around behind it.
Okay, go ahead and roll an investigation check for
12.
12. So you check to see if it's locked. You kind of just try to pull it open.
Little tug.
As you pull, it is actually locked.
Okay.
It does not seem to budge. It is very sturdy, very solid.
What's the handle?
Handle. The handle is kind of like just like a regular overlay handle, kind of like on a school,
Okay.
like just a like regular door.
Alright.
Nothing too fancy.
I'm gonna go back and grab some more of the logs or like the stakes, and I'm gonna try to just, since this isn't that big of an area, I'm gonna try to just lay them flat, so if the door were to open, they wouldn't be able to get open all the way.
Okay.
So lay them horizontal, because I do want to be able to help us all take a rest.
Real quick, is it a light or heavy? Or
It's a light crossbow. They're light crossbows. Yeah.
Can't be hand crossbow?
No. Unfortunately, that's too much money to give you.
Right.
Yeah. Trust me, I know how much weapons cost.
Okay.
I got a lot.
Alright, so I have a plan.
You have a plan. What's your plan?
I'm gonna call this guy down the hallway. And what I want him to do, and I understand it's gonna take a couple rolls, but he's gonna lift me up so that I can get on top of the statue.
Okay.
Because I want to try and see if the axe is loose.
Okay, so you want to see if the axe is loose.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Like it was placed there after the.
all right. So
statue.
here's what I want you to do. The pounding is still going on, by the way.
Yeah.
Right.
It gets loud, and it's loud.
Is it holding?
It seems to be holding for now.
Okay.
Correct. So I want you to go ahead and roll an athletics check to hold him and to lift him. Ooh.
16.
16. Okay, that's not bad. So you lift him up fairly okay. He's there. He's on your shoulders and everything. I need you to roll an acrobatics check.
It's gonna be one hell of a freaking roll, dude. All right.
Roll your good die.
Cover it.
Nat 20? Nat 1?
Now 1.
So you get on his shoulders, and as you do, you slip and you fall backwards on your back.
Oh, prone.
You said you had an extra bag of dice.
Yeah.
I'll take some dice, please.
Okay.
I'm 7,
Was there
but
the
10, by
bolts?
the way.
Huh?
So that's a long way up.
Well, we'll see.
With the bolts, was
Will
there
you
any kind of
shut
case
up?
or anything to carry on?
I'm just saying.
He just wants to throw you under the bus. That's all. He's just trying to be a good team player.
Improvise damage.
Very, very good.
Improvise
All right.
weapons.
So let's see.
Oh, did you get pens?
Yeah,
You
there's
take
a bunch over
4 points of fall damage as
Oh
you
my
fall.
God.
Or
Isn't that like a third
You end up falling on your back in a loud thud, and your back kind of cracks as you fall. And you're just and that crack that happened in your back, it felt good, but it felt painful at the same time, and it echoes throughout this whole entire chamber.
that's awesome.
I got a leg.
And as the back crack sound echoes throughout the
That's one of them.
catacombs,
It's like
you
I'm on
hear,
the eye.
I got a leg
I heard a crack.
from a little miniature
I still
gnome
have an
voice.
eye.
I got a zombie.
And I've got a jar of dirt.
Real quick,
Yeah.
the bolts, were they any kind of case or anything?
Yeah, they had
Just
sleeves.
quivers.
Yeah, they had quivers and sleeves.
Well, on here they have case that hold up to 10.
Yeah,
20, excuse me.
20. Is there anything you would like to do?
Just rejoin with the group if I'm not with them.
You're pretty much there. You're with the group and everything. You're kind of just watching the door right now.
Honestly, I need the. What are we doing? What's our objective?
Well,
To not
we got
die.
baddies coming through this door. We put beds up against it to keep them from getting in. And then I went and helped him try to fuck with the statue.
Really about as big as I am.
So we need to decide what we're going to do right now because we're twiddling our thumbs.
I need a rest. I'm gonna petition hard for a rest.
I agree. Short
agree.
rest would be good.
Short rest would be
So
great.
roughly around, all this takes about like maybe 10 to 15 minutes to
Yeah.
do all this. And as you're doing all this, you hear
That's not a skeleton.
that coming from the other side
Of the
You know, like,
doors?
since
of
these
the
are-
door.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I look over and you're just all poofed.
They have a cave troll.
Oh no.
What is this?
As you hear that, the doors that you're facing, Jinx and let me see, I gotta get your name right on here, Dimitri. When you guys look at the door, at first the door was shaking, and it was just a little gravel coming out. Now all of a sudden,
Door's not holding.
They have a cave troll.
it is a loud, banging noise.
The bag.
Okay.
I was
And
gonna say, I say
you can
start.
actually hear the planks of wood that you shoved in crack and crack.
Okay, so I'm going to pick him up and I'm going to book it towards the doors.
So
and just be
you're
We're all
running in,
going
Carrie.
towards the
I
door.
have an
Yeah.
idea. I
Well,
have
I
an
just want
idea.
to help him up to his feet.
Okay.
And then I'm going to run in there.
And we'll all run in there.
We're all convened. So, okay, I have an idea. We know where all those trapped floors are. They might not. And if this thing, or if these things, if we can lure them to a place that we know and they don't, we can use the traps to our advantage as long as we stay safe.
But what if they made the traps?
We can
Also-
maneuver onto them we can maneuver them onto them.
So you want to fight over here?
I want to fight over here.
If we had a numbers advantage, though, we will not be able to surround them.
No,
If we
but
do fight them there.
we have Lily can stay safe. Elderwin just got crossbow bolts. They can stay far away and rain.
Anybody want one? Want to use one?
Not proficient.
I picked up a crossbow and some bolts.
I'm not. Oh, I am.
You should be efficient with it.
Yeah, I
If
am.
my
proficient.
fever
Okay.
counts as a club, I'm proficient in leg.
Yeah, so let's open up
All right,
this door and take up a defensive position and just wait for them to come.
Which door do you want to open?
I want to open this door so when they burst through here, we have an ambush waiting. Maybe set up some bait, or anybody have minor illusion or anything like that?
I do.
People
Is it
will
cantrip?
go up on a stage on
You have
top
it ready?
if they got range with
Yeah,
that.
it's a
Guys,
cantrip.
we need to figure this
Oh,
out.
All right.
I can make nature things.
I'm gonna I'm gonna give you a crossbow, and with 20 bolts.
Okay, done.
All right. Do we
So
agree
we're
with this
going over
plan? Do we
here.
want to fight with the traps?
Sure.
Okay.
Where are we gonna stand?
Range back here, and then
Yeah.
us melee people here.
Do you want range on top?
Are we gonna try to use these
There's a stage
traps
up
as
there.
our advantage?
Yeah, there's also an area up here where it's higher ground.
Oh, so
I'm
they
gonna
wouldn't
go
fight through us.
I'm gonna go up there.
Yeah,
Okay, no.
range people up
Okay,
here,
everybody run.
Let me head up there. Too,
melee
so-
here, and
I'll
then
head
we'll
up there as
just.
well.
That's our best bet. And then Lily can.
Well, hold on. We haven't gone through this door yet, so let me.
Yes,
make
we
my
have.
way-
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
have.
we have.
Have we?
Yeah,
It is
already
open.
checked out
We just
there.
haven't gone through the one on the right.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is
that's right,
open.
that's right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna position myself. I don't like that. Right here,
Yeah, just move you, because we're just running away at this point.
like in this last little spot with the trap in front of me.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
up on the
move me-
balcony.
I'm up on the balcony as well.
So,
I'll start out as range because I can hop down easily.
Yeah.
And you
if
want
you need me down there.
And you want to go up here? I can't move Dimitri for some reason.
It might be on the DM layer.
And where do you want to be, Jinx?
Yeah. On that
Just
corner
remember
will be fine.
behind you there.
We
is
need someone.
traps.
We're gonna need someone to kite him though.
I
Okay.
am doing it.
No, Lily's minor illusion.
Okay. Yeah. Use the illusion
And
to
Lily
kite.
wants to be up there
Okay.
too.
You should be able to. You should
It
be
has
able
to
to
be
move
within 30
Dimitri
feet,
now.
so I'd have to start.
Yeah, and then
Hidden
run
in
back.
there.
I would
and then
stay,
I'd
have her
run.
start like somewhere
Yeah.
around, like around the corner here,
Yeah.
and then she
Okay.
can run up.
Okay, so you
Will
can
you-
be like right here and then put it right here.
Yes.
As you're
Right
doing
through the
that,
doorway.
as your guys are trying to maneuver and try to be strategic about this, the doors, the wood that was holding the door in, completely breaks through. At that point, the only thing that's holding the door in is the two beds, and the beds are shaking and wobbling back and forth.
All right.
we're hauling ass
Yeah, we
into
need
this
to.
room.
Can somebody move me? I'm down. Down here.
What's something
you
juicy
wanna
it might
be where?
want?
Something like right here.
So you're gonna be
Yeah.
like right in eyesight.
Yeah.
And I can't move Dimitri for some reason.
Try
You
again.
should be able to. I just
There we go.
There we go.
Well, move them out of the line of sight of other people.
Yeah. So move him right on top of Jinx. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look. Yeah. And then we'll know that he's up there, not on the traps.
Right.
Do you add the crossbow to your inventory?
Somewhere there's pins.
If there's a couple over there, they might be on the floor right there.
Oh, that doesn't help.
There's a whole bunch over there. though.
How about you go grab them?
You're right there.
Please?
You got 20 bolts to it too.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Do I have anything I can throw at them? I guess I have a glaive. I can keep them at bay. Well, you know what? I'll stand right here, so if they do come, they'll have to.
Get
What
an
do I-
attack of opportunity in? for
No,
you?
because if I'm here, I can glaive them.
Are you?
Are you shutting the door behind you?
No, it's open. I want them to come in on us. You guys should barricade that for sure. As I'm screaming up.
Well, you're gonna barricade Lily out.
Well,
now.
we'll just
Oh, you're right. We
we'll
gotta
just
wait till
close
Lily.
the door.
anybody?
Yes, please.
So Lily closed the door behind you, and then just start chucking fireballs and stuff. Yeah, that works. And then Jinx and I will
Yeah.
have the horde come at us.
Without a short rest, I don't have range either. So
I have no spells, or we're gonna just
Okay, and the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast Bless.
we die like men.
So I'm gonna take some holy water out.
All right, that is going to be the last thing. After that, when you cast bless, the doors break open, and the beds flop on each side.
Oh shit!
What
Okay,
does
so
bless do?
I'm gonna sprinkle some holy water, do my little
I
thing,
think it's an advantage.
and I'm gonna bless Dimitri,
Okay.
Cal, and myself.
Okay.
I'll run up and get a high five.
Alright, seeing as this depends on me, I'm gonna do like the Nature Illusion, which is just an ability I had, to just do like a really cowering, like, little human. Just like in front of the doors, like trying to make it knees wobbly, and then
Please roll.
like try to have it like chase it towards the doors.
Okay, you're casting Minor Illusion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh sweet jeez. Oh, that went out.
Alright, I would like everyone to roll a niche.
Oh shit.
Initiative.
Good. What's your dex?
Jesus Christ.
What's your spell?
It
Or
is
your initiative,
intelligence.
or- you have a bonus.
I forgot how do you get
3.
Okay.
13 minor illusion.
Both those with a 3.
6.
Okay.
I got a 7. It's okay, we use our bad rolls right here, and then our attack rolls we're shrekking.
Although
You
I'm
can come right out.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna
Also,
pull
because
here,
I'm gonna need
and then
something.
Alright.
chips.
No, if you guys just
Please.
are, because you're up there, so you don't have to take a disadvantage of firing through us. If Jinx and I have to like move up, and you guys are up there, you have that angle.
I rolled a 23.
Nice. That's how you do
That's
it.
why I say I got
Yeah.
the first shot.
So you get a +4 to attacks
Oh my god,
and saving throws.
that's a level 1.
Is this?
Yeah, Bless is a really strong
Bless
spell.
is an awesome spell.
No, it's
Go.
I'll put that in my
You
tab.
get to
Everyone
roll a
does.
d4 on top of your attack rolls. For attack rolls.
and saving
Let's
throw.
do for it because you're
To hit.
Is it to
There's
hit
a
and
bless.
damage?
No, just a hit.
Just
Okay.
a
Just
hit.
a hit.
Okay.
Just chance to hit.
To him.
And
So-
+4 on
Wait,
saving
okay.
throws.
Alderwin.
Initiatives?
Okay,
You
Lily,
roll a
what did you
d4.
get?
3 on initiative.
Alright.
This is my dad's also.
That's our bait.
That's initiative going forward. Yeah, it might take a little bit.
I just need you to roll a niche.
18.
18?
Yeah, I got
Okay.
18.
Spicier.
Did you add your initiative
My
bonus?
initiative.
Yeah, that's how I got 18.
Good job, Greg.
Yeah, more
Got that addition.
it's spicier. Maybe it's because it's
Sap.
Actually, that's fine. So I rolled a 10. I get that's a 15.
What?
Still not spicy enough.
It's tasty though. It's not spicy, but it's super tasty.
It is good.
It's got a lot
Was
of flavor
it
to it.
Friday?
Yeah, it's super
well,
deep.
We were gonna eat some Saturday, but we couldn't get to it so Friday.
very
We were like
spicy,
freaking
though.
mowing down on it.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Flavorful.
I filled up on chips and yummy chips and yummy sauce on it. Now it's time to get my head smashed in by whatever the heck this warg is.
Okay.
Before I came here, I had hash browns and chorizo.
So,
Tortillas, corn tortillas.
It's not a warp, it's a
alright. So, top of the round, Elderwind. You hear from the distance from where you're at, the doors crash open. You can hear the bed slamming against the stone floor. What are you gonna do?
You can even hear me cry.
Well, since I'm already positioned, there's not really much I'm gonna do until they.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hold my attack.
You're gonna hold your attack?
Yeah, I'm gonna
okay,
hold- I'm
so whatever abomination you see, you're going to attack it. Alright, that is your turn.
Who has that?
Now we are on Dimitri. What are you up to?
I'm rushing to do the same thing.
You're gonna do the same thing. Okay, holding
everybody's
those
loading.
arrows, notching them, getting ready for that fire line.
Everybody.
I'm just praying
Well,
to
I
God.
do have a javelin. I get to throw that, right? So can I hold
Yeah,
that
would
too?
you?
That's very
Is that
Diablo
what you're
right
doing
there.
too?
Yeah.
Okay, so because Jinx, you were up next, so
Yeah.
that's what you're doing. At that point, nobody sees.
Well, there's an illusion up there, right? Or
Huh?
We're getting
Yeah,
there,
so-
but
yeah.
yes.
So there's an illusion.
yeah.
There's a little humy.
All right. Let's see.
Oh shit, monster card throw.
All right. So at this point, go ahead and roll a
I'll
deception.
hang on to it.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Yeah.
10. I have a -1 on deception.
Oh no!
All right. You hope it works.
I thought you got all your crappy rolls out the other night.
It's humanish.
Here, use these dice.
I don't even have mine, so
At that point,
that's a good thing.
from the distance, you hear a hulking stomp
Told you.
coming through. Louder and louder and louder. Now, let me make sure. So just so it can move in,
Towards the
it
end, yeah.
stops roughly right around here.
Spice it.
Needs to be hotter.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I like to eat when I eat spice. I like to eat them.
It's just fate.
Like jerky, but
We'll get some more serranos for the next batch.
that one's
Can he not fit through size 1 doors?
like everything else you do.
Oh, there he is.
Just
Oh, there they are.
perfect the way it is. Just a little spicy.
Or habanero.
Or 2 drops of dragon's blood.
So did my little human do its job, even though it's a little,
Well, they're in here,
a
so.
little
Poor
special?
Jason.
Jesus. Wait, is that Skelly?
Oh, they went around.
No,
If you
Wait,
went
there's one.
around.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, shh.
guys.
Fuck.
No!
Uh-oh. You guys should pull Jinx up there.
No, but they're hitting the traps. The troll's gonna take Mondo damage.
Yes. So, as the troll steps in onto the traps,
He's on
the
the
traps activate from the pressure wave.
My foot.
And the being with low dex, natural 20.
Oh,
Hey,
shit.
hey, air high five.
Wait, was that a saving roll
Yeah,
for
that
the?
was a saving roll for the.
He saved with a
It
natural
went
20.
right between his toes.
Yes.
He shit's rigged over there.
He is on 3.
Something about
though.
your monsters always seem to be.
This is the
So
smartest.
you
troll.
see,
The most agile troll.
He goes ultra instinct and dodges them all.
Goku
He,
style.
he bounces off the tip of the spike.
so
Spike
as you
is not-
see, this hulking, fat, like ogre,
Oh, Jesus.
just, and he takes a step, and as he takes a step, the spikes pierce through his foot. Doesn't even phase him.
Jeez.
It pierces through, ripping its flesh out of its foot, and he just keeps trucking.
Oh, God.
And as that point, you look at this ogre, and you realize this ogre is not like any other ogre you've seen.
Oh god, he's on.
He's not
He's a
alive.
fucking badass.
He has patches of
Oh.
skin torn
Oh,
off with
fucking
bones.
Dude, you
Damn it.
fucking called it, dude. You fucking called it.
Patches of skin and flesh
Watch
being
over the TV, 'cause
exposed,
propped up by a
rotting,
towel.
green deteriorating, with boils
Oh,
all on its face, pus flowing through certain areas of its body as it holds this club in its hand, and it just looks at you guys and is just pissed. As you see 2 skeletons, you guys see 2
Do
skeletons.
we know that these 2 skeletons
You
are
do
here?
not know.
You can see those two.
But Lily, you do see the 2 skeletons that are coming from here, and that was just their first little move, because they're gonna actually wind up right here.
Fuck, you need to run.
Yeah, I was gonna
You
say
need to
I can
run.
make it to the door and just go.
You're gonna take an attack opportunity.
Just to let you know, for any people that are watching out there, for gamers, if they have a chance to take a short rest, do not investigate. Take a short rest.
I said
What are
it.
we
I said, I
supposed
guess
to-
we're
I
not
thought we-
resting then.
Well, you called out a short rest, didn't you?
I wanted to.
Why didn't-
But you guys didn't. You guys ended up exploring.
Oh boy.
Well, you guys could have took. Because as far as.
But the good news is, you have a awesome member here that is untouched and unscathed.
Yeah.
And he is going to save
I-
your asses.
He is. I'm not touching this guy. I've got all my hit points.
There you go.
But it looks like it's you and me.
When the ogre walks in and you see this abomination, guess what? Your attack triggers. Your attack triggers. Your attack triggers. So go ahead, roll for your attack.
Nice. Okay.
17?
And since I would say that the ogre is unaware,
And
you get
roll a
sneak
D4
attack.
too and add it.
Nice.
Yes.
Roll a D4 and add it.
Sneak attack.
Well,
javelin.
he gets sneak attack because he's a
Oh,
rogue.
okay.
That's why.
Alright, so I rolled a 14.
So
Whatever your level is,
16. I mean 17.
that hits. So go ahead and roll for damage. For a
And
javelin,
that'd be
I believe that would be a 1d6
Yep. And rolled that.
plus your strength.
Strength is 3 and 9 damage.
9 damage. Nice.
Which one's D4?
D4 is,
The triangle.
The
Oh,
tetra.
wait, I forgot to fucking remove it out. I forgot to remove it out of my...
What are you shooting with? A bow or longbow?
is that a D4?
No.
That is a.
Are you
Longbow
doing a
is
longbow
D6.
or are you doing
I don't know the
It's a
damage of
D8.
a crossbow.
light crossbow is
hold
1d8.
on, I mean,
Like crossbow.
Here, 1d8.
No. It's this
Yeah,
guy right
1d8.
here. Go ahead and roll this.
Oh, yeah, 2.
That's damage.
So this was
So-
my initial roll, and then I need to roll a
That's a
D4.
D10.
diamond.
Okay.
I think
Because you're
plus
blessed?
5.
Yeah, Dimitri's blessed.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
So
go ahead and roll this
versus
d4, add it to your attack. Which, to be honest, I'm just gonna say you hit because they're very easy. He's very easy to hit.
No,
So-
that's
That's a 1.
hit.
So it's gonna be
Whatever
7,
Well, that's how it's
and then you plus your dex, you plus your mod, so it's gonna be like a
You have
plus
to actually
5.
equip it.
So you're good. Yeah, you're good.
It is
I don't roll anymore.
Well, now you roll for damage. So Jinx rolled 9 damage. So now you roll a d8. So you rolled 3 plus your dex mod, which is a 3. So you did a total of 6 damage.
Nice.
So there's
You had
a
your
total of 15
Oh, so you're
points of
then-
damage total.
Proficiency.
One more, right?
Yeah, one more. We need a Elderwin shot.
Sorry, it's gonna take me a minute to get
No,
back to
no,
this.
it's okay. It's okay. We're all learning. This is why it's called Noobs and Dice. Yeah, honestly, if you guys can't hit this ogre,
Zoger.
Zoger, we'll call him a Zoger.
Get out me
You'd
swamp.
be very sad.
That's good.
So at that
go to
point,
actions. Actions.
It's his damage.
are you doing damage?
Plus 5, so plus 5 to that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
He rolled a 19.
you rolled a 19, so that's fine. You hit. At that point,
I need to roll a...
you're shooting with your crossbow.
Yeah.
So that's a D8, and then you add a D6 on top of that
Sneak attack.
for sneak attack. So that's a D8 plus a D6.
Right?
Yeah, yeah, that's a D8
That was for your 7 plus a 6.
plus a D6, and then you add, and then you
6.
okay 6. So that's a
7,
total
6,
13.
13,
And then
yeah.
how? What's your Dex modifier?
3, probably.
I believe it's 3. It should be 3.
Yeah. So go to skills.
Plus 5. Alright, no, hold on. That's
That nice lingering
hold on.
burn.
I think that's what the proficiency is. So.
Yes.
plus 3.
Okay, so at that point you did a total
16.
of 16 points of damage to
Oh
it.
my god, this thing got lit up.
I thought my eye about you, but I want to keep it.
Okay, as you shoot at it with all these hits, it just goes sinks into him, unfazed, as he keeps coming towards you.
Oh, lovely.
At that point, it is no longer the skeleton's round. It is now Cal. You are up. What are you doing, Cal? You see these undead creatures. As you see this so-called ogre.
Zoger.
Undead, this Zoger.
Okay, so my glaive is
I love you.
long, so I can attack from here, can't I?
I love you, son. Yeah.
Because it's 5.
Raise your fighter.
This is 5, and then can I hit here?
I hate the diagonal rule, but you know what?
Okay, I'll move.
No. It's technically correct.
Okay,
you can
cool.
attack from there.
So, if that's the case, I'm going to roll for attack on him, and then I'm going to use my movement to.
Okay.
Okay, I'll
Okay.
do this first.
All right, go for it. So you roll for an attack.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. Okay.
Crit?
I'm
Yeah.
just going to say this now because you are a starting player. You have an ability. You can use that ability after you can choose to use this ability after you roll to hit.
I'm out of spell slots.
Oh,
I
well
can't
then,
divine smite him.
Well, then that
Yeah.
sucks for you.
Yeah, I
because
know.
that would have been awesome
Yeah,
to do it.
yeah. That would
so-
have been massive. I'm
but-
out. Yeah.
So you attack, and now you get to roll. Double the dice.
So 2d10.
Yes.
Ooh yeah.
Nice.
So you take up your glaive and you slice down on this ogre.
Laughing maniacally, by the way, because Kyle's just having a great time because the reason he went on this adventure was to do crazy stuff. So
The
he
Happy
sees
Days
this thing.
theme is going
Yeah.
on in the background.
But then there's my dark god's energy is just radiating because of all this dead stuff,
You
and it's
see
just
his
like
body start to swell a little bit.
wouldn't it be nice? Yes. Then you just see, oh, okay, let's roll.
As you go on a downward
That will be plus. Okay, so that's
strength
12 plus 5,
5.
so 17.
Your strength is 20?
No, it's 4. It's plus 4.
Oh, it's plus 4? Oh, that's right, because you have an 18.
Yeah.
You're the only one I think that has an 18.
Yeah.
So at that point, you did a downward slash at this ogre, and you cut into his arm as a piece of flesh peels from his arm, revealing bone.
Okay, so he is.
As you do that, you chomp into him, and then he looks intently at you when you do that. How much damage did you do?
It was 12 plus 5, 17.
17? Nice. You guys gotta have more confidence in yourself.
Right?
And then I'm going to move back to since he looked at me all pissed off. I'm gonna kind of like pound my chest at him and then run back to here. So then hopefully they walk over and that's all going to be trapped. So I want to whoop whoop.
Okay, go for it.
Dave,
go ahead and
move
move
me.
him.
I can't move myself. So.
It's okay. Yeah, I didn't give you privileges.
It's all good.
He lost privileges.
Okay, so at that point, it is now Kayla. It is your turn. You are up on
Kill
top.
him.
What are you gonna do?
So I remembered that I had this light hammer that I had picked up earlier.
Correct.
So I'm gonna chuck it at that dude's face.
Okay, so you
Chuck it.
throw
Yeah.
a light hammer at him.
Two-handed.
Okay,
He
roll
Mjolnired
for an attack.
Oh god.
This is plus your strength, so this is going to be plus
Plus 4 for your blessing.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
a D4. So
Did he bless himself?
Okay,
yes.
so
Okay.
14.
14. You hit. Roll for damage. It's going to be a D4 plus your strength mod.
It's gonna be one hell of a hammer.
It's 3. Sweet. That's 4. So that's 7.
7 points of damage as you hit him in the head, and it indents him right in the head, making kind of like a triangle-like dent in his head as you see like green pus start to foam out of the head.
Is it wrong for me that I want to go down and lick it?
It's wrong, but not.
It is, yeah, but exactly not for you.
That sounds like a taboo feature that I'm not going to speak of here, but if you, whatever your character does, your character does. So at that point, it is now Lotos. It is your turn. Lotos, you see on the top of the ridge everybody chucking and shooting at this ogre zombie.
Shoot her! Shoot her!
Alright. He's within 30 feet, right?
Yeah, of course.
Alright, I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast.
All right, throw that Eldritch Blast at him. Give me that nat 1. Sorry.
So it blows up in my face.
Well, you wasted that nat 20 earlier, so
He shoots it. It doesn't go off. He looks at his hand.
23.
23.
There you go.
You fire a magical blast that ends up landing right in the center of its chest, indenting his chest, and you can hear a couple of broken ribs.
That's awesome.
So go ahead and roll a d10.
That's 12.
Diamond.
It's
Fun
This
diamond.
round.
Fun diamond.
Yeah, it's going to be that one. So, and then you're going to be
Plus 2.
plus 2 to it because of your charisma.
7.
So 7
Nice.
points of force damage to the chest. You can see as you do it, a couple of ribs kind of poke out through the sides and pierce its rotten flesh. And at that point, it is now Lily. It is your turn.
Please do the right thing.
Yeah, so I see this. I run my little butt up through the door, my
Dave.
full movement speed of 25. I scream, "Don't shoot the doggo!" And I use what's the name
Right
of
here.
it? Wild shape to turn into a wolf.
Okay, so you use wild shape to turn yourself into a wolf. You end up morphing yourself with your clothing and your belongings into this four-legged wolf-like creature. As you get on all fours and you manage to, I'm assuming you have the stats for a wolf because you should be able to move 40.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So.
But I ran as human to the door, so I could
okay.
talk to them,
Okay.
saying, "Don't shoot me."
Okay, and then you transform into a wolf, and then that would be your turn, correct?
Yes.
By the way, they do get an attack of opportunity on you. One of them does.
Okay.
So one of them is going to attempt to make an attack on you. Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Alrighty.
I should tell him the He's probably working.
You should have switched.
Okay, that is a 4 points of piercing damage.
That ain't bad.
Okay.
That ain't bad.
I'm a little stabbed right now.
You're a little stabbed right now, but it's okay because you are now a wolf and you have wolf stats.
Yes, I do.
So you have extra hit points.
Yes, I
By the
do.
way, just to let anybody know, the ultimate tank of the game is technically the druid.
Oh yeah, because she gets extra hit points for being an animal.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now
And I
you,
rolled well.
did you tell us that we were?
No, she just
Yeah.
said, "Don't shoot me."
I
Don't
said, "Don't
shoot me,
shoot the doggo."
Don't shoot the doggo, and then she transforms into.
I mean,
a wolf.
technically, I still have the little hat on.
Yeah. Sure, we'll make that for flavor. You still have the twiggy hat.
Can I just, noticing the
I'm
wolf
just gonna
go through the door, yell out, "Shut the door"?
No, she did shut it. She shut it before she went.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a side note. I looked at her and hissed.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
got a little pussy hiss.
Ah, pussy.
At that point, it is now top of the round. Elderwin, it is your turn.
I lost some communication
Well.
with you guys, though.
No, I speak.
You see this ogre zombie bleeding and just dripping with pus and black greenish blood.
I'm gonna take another shot at it.
You're gonna take another shot at it. At this point, this is not, because it is aware of you at this point, it is not a sneak attack.
That's fine.
So, go ahead and roll.
16 plus
16 will hit. You don't even have to look that up.
plus 5,
Jesus.
and then I need to roll a 9 or 8.
That is correct.
If you could roll 9, that'd be great.
Fuck, roll the 3.
It's not bad.
3 plus your 3 plus 3, so that's 6
6.
points of damage.
Yeah.
So you
Not bad.
manage to shoot it, and it hits in one of the eye sockets, and he just
Okay.
sits there.
I love it when I hit in the eye.
And
This is gonna be a metal
Like-
trait for you.
gotta get my mind out of
Wow.
Just
My
as long
mind
as
didn't
when
go
I
there
go
till
to-
right there.
Just as long as when I go to retrieve it, it pulls the eye out, so I have 2 pairs.
there. Okay. At that point,
This one's all damaged. Oh, they're both damaged.
you just gotta know that it's a different size.
You're gonna need
I don't care.
a huge eyeball.
Because if
So-
you think about it, they're okay. I don't know.
Okay.
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 6
Pump the
points.
brakes. Pump the brakes.
So at that point, you do 6 points of damage as it has an arrow sticking out of its eye, still looking unfazed and just
It's gonna
It's
move.
looking
Yeah, I
around
was
and
gonna
just-
say.
now
Stick
you see
moving.
white pus flow through the eyes.
Nice.
At that point, it is now
Is it still bad?
Dimitri. It is your turn. You see your fellow
Puts it back.
crossbower just fire the crossbow and shoot
And put it back in the socket.
into his eye. What are you gonna
Replace
do?
I'm gonna cast
Small
Hunter's Mark on him.
Oh, okay. Hunter's Mark. Nice.
Nice.
So you cast Hunter's Mark, and now you have
Which is a bonus action, right?
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
Oh, he's gonna
So
hit
you
him
can attack.
hard.
Still attack.
So go ahead. So that's your bonus action.
Okay, so do I roll
Roll for attack.
Now you roll for an attack.
12?
Oh, you hit.
Plus 5.
He doesn't need it.
17.
17. Yeah. So at that point, now you roll a d8 and a d6.
I was gonna say, yeah, Hunter's Mark adds a good amount of damage.
So just take that
He's
d6.
rolling a
Here's
d6
the D8
because
right
of
here.
the
Hunter's Mark.
Yeah,
Because
Hunter's
it's like
Mark. So
marked
there you
enemy.
go.
Roll them together or separate?
In all
either
video
one.
games.
Nice. So 8, and then you're gonna plus 3 to your roll because that's your dex. So you do a total of 11 points of damage to him.
Damn.
Nice.
Damn. That was almost as
Yeah.
much as my glaive crit.
Smoke
That's
him.
crazy.
So as you
That's
shoot
how you
him, you actually manage to shoot him right in the jaw. And when you shoot him in the jaw, the force of the hunter's mark and all the damage put together literally hits the jaw and takes the jaw completely.
Nice.
As the jaw flies off, you can see this long tongue dangling there, drooling with black pussy blood just flowing through as it's just
And there's this
and
mandible
it's
stuck to the
still
wall.
kicking.
Yeah, he doesn't have a hat on. We call him Lampshade.
Jinx, it is your turn. You
Question.
see,
I do start with 3 javelins, right? Or does that?
you start. I believe you start with like 4.
Yeah.
So-
But
That's
I
like
think
10.
you already used one.
I
but-
used one, yeah.
Uh-huh. So
So-
you have 2 more if you
Okay.
want to take one out
Yeah.
and use it.
I
Yeah.
would like to throw another one at the ogre.
All right, go for
Diablo
it.
speedrunning right now. Just jump.
12 plus 3, I believe. So or 5. So 17 hit.
Yeah.
That hits. That hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
6.
Wait, the skeletons aren't attacking.
4 plus
It's not
3
their
is
turn
7.
yet.
Oh, it's not their turn. Okay, I'm like,
7.
7.
Yeah.
7 points of damage.
you're right. They did hit you.
Okay,
Just
so at
peppering
that
this dude
point,
before he can even get to us.
you manage
supposed
to
to go
throw a
to-
javelin as it sticks in his shoulder, and it's still just. It's still moving as it comes towards you.
Remember, you can retreat.
Yeah, after
make sure,
the
yeah.
battle. Yeah.
So at this point, it is now the skeletons and the ogre's turn.
Oh shit!
They're
So
really
the-
low, huh?
They don't have any.
No, they
Mid.
Crossbows.
they moved. They used their full movement last time. That's
Oh,
why.
okay.
That was 12 seconds. So just
So, the ogre's gonna go right here. He's just gonna go straight for Cal,
ogre's
so
gonna
he's gonna
reach
move
out.
here.
yeah,
and he's
yeah.
gonna
Step
move
on
here.
it, punk.
Yeah,
So he's gonna step on it. Let's see if he saves. No, he doesn't save for that one. He does save for that one. So
His feet are gonna get
Well,
pretty
because
destroyed.
right through here is
Yeah.
good in the middle.
So he's within 10 feet of me?
yeah, so he takes a couple points of damage as it pierces through. Yeah, he's within he's within 10 feet of you.
Okay.
Or yeah, technically because of his height. At
And
that
I'm 7'10" as well.
yeah. At that point,
Are you up on the balcony too?
he takes a
No.
little bit more
I'm
piercing
last-
from
it's
the
right at my
traps,
back.
piercing through
Oh,
the
I
bottom
see.
of its
Right.
foot, as you see flesh go through the other
that's right here.
right foot, and it just unphases him. At that point, he's gonna take his he's gonna take his club, and he's going to go right on top of you, Cal, as he does a downward swing to you.
Oh god.
All right, does a 17
It's nice
hit?
knowing
It
you.
matches.
It matches,
Yeah.
so it hits. So at that point,
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Not even bad. Not even worried about it. Not even worried about
Totally
it.
thought it was gonna work.
I'm just like, boom.
As he hits you,
Did you
and
get all your health back? Oh, that's right, you just
I
got
healed
healed.
myself too. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys know.
you manage
How'd
to
that go?
No.
you manage to kind of block it with
I
your
do.
halberd,
Go.
or right,
Yeah,
or your
glaive.
glaive,
Crazy.
and you kind of take a little bit of damage from it because it hits you in the shoulder, but you manage to push it off just in time, so
Yeah.
it does further
My
damage.
boy.
Turks,
Take that
turks, turks.
At that point, the skeletons.
Oh shit, my arch nemesis. They have to get through the door. They have to get through the door. They have to shut the door.
Yeah, but the door's locked.
Door's closed.
Yeah.
So,
It's not
the
locked.
said it was
It's
locked.
closed.
I'm right there.
Well,
Are you
yeah.
holding it closed?
She's a dog.
Yeah. Unless I put my little snoot just.
I get close. Shit.
It'd be an action to open.
You ever seen him?
Dude, I got plans, dog.
Sit, you can sit.
I could just be like.
Skeletons
Good
are
thing
going to
you
be a
like
little
gloves.
bit more of the wiser,
But not on a bone.
and they're going to kind of avoid where the traps were being set. And at that point, the skeletons drop their swords and their shields, and they take
Son of a
out
bitch, they have
their crossbows.
Oh, that's right.
I'm covered by Chungus, so I'm good.
At that point,
Oh, lovely.
they look at the. I don't know. They're going to have to probably do it random, but they're going to do it up on top of the ledge. So let's
Fuck, there's
see.
4 of them at
So
that?
I'm holding this dude with the club, and then these skeletons are moving in.
Two.
all.
And 1. So 1 is going to attack Dimitri. He gets a 19.
Oh,
That
to
hits.
hit, so he's gonna hit, and then he's gonna roll for damage. At that point, Dimitri, you take 4 points of damage,
guys, I'm here. Ah!
and this is gonna attack Lothos.
Welcome back.
13 to hit.
That hits.
Oh,
Okay.
does that match?
It's 2 above.
Oh,
At that point,
Lord.
there's another.
I'm a warlock, dude.
You take 3 points of piercing damage as it hits you.
Alright.
Are you out?
No.
Okay.
At that point,
You're just kind of dragging it.
Hey.
the skeleton that is right there at the door is going to attempt to open the door and push it open. So, are you blocking the door with your wolf-like body?
I'm going to be sitting.
Okay, so the skeleton opens up the door.
Oh no.
Why?
You're
Are you
sitting in
just
front of the
standing
door?
in front of the door? Or?
I guess I didn't think to brace it, honestly.
Okay.
That's going to be a no.
So the skeleton opens up the door, and that's his action.
Okay.
So the skeleton's going to wait right there, but the other skeleton
They're blocked. Oh,
is going to attempt to, that's right there by the door, is going to attempt to attack you with its short sword.
Oh god. Okay. I have better stats as a wolf.
Yeah, unfortunately, I only got an 8 to hit. So,
That doesn't hit.
So I did not hit.
Druid tank. Druid tank.
So at that point, the other skeletons can't really go.
I don't think she can.
And that's pretty much the end.
That's my turn now.
At that point, it is Cal.
Oh hell yeah!
Cal, you are up and you have this big giant ogre over you.
I am gonna try to do something metal as hell, but
I didn't get a turn.
Yeah.
wait, no, because I'm at the start of us because we all rolled super low.
Yeah, you're at the start of the
Yeah,
lower
you Eldritch
point.
Blast. That was your turn because you didn't
Did
have
we
it
go that
prepared.
far already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the rotation.
Wait, how big is this ogre?
This ogre is roughly around 10 feet tall.
Okay, so I'm.
Yeah, it's around 10 to 12 feet tall. And it's towering over you, fat and bloated, with boils and ooze and pus and all the nasty things in the world.
Don't ruin this for me.
Don't ruin this for me. Don't take my kill.
Okay, so I have a +4 to.
Well, I might.
Just wait, Chris.
Oh damn! No, he's almost dead. I'm not gonna use that. Okay,
I got things
I'm
turning.
I'm gonna go. It'll help you.
Okay.
Wait, no. Do spells get disadvantage on prone targets? I know ranged attacks do.
Yes. If it's a ranged spell, yes, it does.
Okay, then I'm not gonna do.
If it's a ranged spell attack.
Okay.
You didn't take any damage, right?
You're gonna try to knock him prone.
Yeah. But then all y'all are shooting at him, so that'd be a bad idea.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
So just in the
And I'm
spur
right
of the
next
moment.
to you.
this
Okay,
is
spur of
6
the moment.
seconds.
Cal's gonna double leg takedown him.
Okay, go for it.
17 to hit.
17, that
Yeah.
hits. Go ahead and roll for damage. Or
But I'm gonna just try to slam him onto the spikes that he's right on.
Okay, so you hit with an attack. I'll let you do a D4 of damage, but so this is a D4 to try to push.
Safe right here.
You're gonna have to make an opposed strength check.
What's the roll for damage?
God.
That's a 1.
Okay, so he takes 1 point of
Shoulder
damage.
him, and then.
At this point, I need you to go ahead and roll an opposed strength
You
check.
popped a boil.
Oh wait, would it be?
Your strength versus his.
Can it
Yeah.
be a plus?
It's not. You
Does
can
the
use
bless-
athletics.
Does the bless add to this?
Did you bless it?
Yeah.
Okay,
So I get a
yes.
plus 4 to
so
this?
He's
bless
blessed,
does
I'm
work.
blessed,
Yes.
and he's blessed.
So this is okay, and then it's just straight.
Just roll high, dude.
Okay.
19 plus 4
Well,
of the bless
roll a D4.
plus 4.
Plus a
roll a
D4.
Oh, roll
D4.
D4. Okay, so 19
All right.
plus my strength is 4, so that's
That is
23. Plus 3, so 27.
27. So here's what happens.
Oh god!
You take your glaive and you get under him like a football player, and you just push up on the belly. And as you push on the belly, you just and your muscles start to swell. And as you do it, you just
Yes!
and
Yeah, chop that
it
motherfucker.
just falls. And as it falls, it goes prone right on top of the spikes,
Yeah.
Oh yeah!
dealing damage to it as it pierces through. But his body is so fat, you don't even see the spikes go through it.
Oh my
But
god!
you can hear them being set off
Oh.
as it's thrown on the floor. Good job.
No, that's good because you
job.
guys can go for the skeletons now. Because he's
he-
gonna have to
is
take
he
a turn
still
to get
alive?
up.
He's prone.
Is he still alive?
He is still alive.
Dude, this
He's
is
a
an
big boy.
undead ogre.
Can I do do
Alive?
like a 1 second like scream at people? Will you allow that?
Do you have a bonus action?
A 1 second scream.
Like just like to like shout out at everybody?
Kill it.
No, I'm gonna just be like skeletons.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Do it. So,
So
you-
skeletons.
your voice echoes throughout, and you hear skeletons echo throughout the whole entire catacomb.
Hopefully they get what I'm trying to say.
Rarf!
At this point,
We're at the top.
it is now. No, it is Kaoa. It is your turn.
All right.
Kaoa, you feel and you see the ogre fall straight onto the spikes itself, and now it's flat on its back, prone.
Okay, so I'm gonna take my halberd
Okay.
and I'm gonna attempt to cut his head off.
Okay.
such a
So
dick.
you're up on top. So
No, I'm on the
No,
bottom.
he is on the
Oh, you're
bottom.
I'm just
He's
my
on the
back's
bottom.
against the wall.
okay.
There's
You're
no
against the
safe
wall.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So you're gonna have to walk towards him to. Well, no,
Over the
you have a
trap.
halberd, so you have
Yeah, I
reach.
got 10 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're fine. So you go ahead and make that attack. You get advantage.
Roll low, you
Oh,
son of a
cool.
bitch.
That's a natural 19.
Okay, roll again to see if you can get a 20.
25. That's a 4.
Okay, so the natural 19 hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay.
There's no really special damage to
a
this.
D10. Actually, I'm gonna also use Divine Smite.
Okay.
Do you still have spell slots?
Yes, I have all my spell slots.
Let's
Nice.
go.
He wanted to save it for just this moment.
Let's go.
I
Just-
wanted to save it for the big baddie when I hit him.
Only you would crit.
I was
Damn.
gonna do that. Oh, you guys got
So it's a D10, which is
Weird diamond.
this one, yeah.
Grab the percentage one if
Okay, so that's
And since it's
7
undead-
plus 3, so 10,
any. You roll an
and
extra.
then a D6 for Divine Smite, right? Or wait,
No, it's a D8, and I believe you get to roll.
A second one.
it's 2D8.
No,
I think.
it's
No,
2D8 plus another one
Yeah.
because it's so you roll an extra 3D8 because it's undead.
That's right. 2D8. Okay.
Do you have 3 to roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you see this as Kaoa gets ready with his halberd, as his halberd starts to glow with a divine white light, and it emanates so strongly. He goes for a downward slash on top of the head
Oh my god.
as he's attempting to roll as many dice as he can.
I had a big head and look.
Oh yes.
Okay, so that's another 10.
this.
So 20. 20 damage.
So, how do you want to kill him?
Yes.
I want to literally sever his head, and as I'm cutting through his neck, just kind
He
of
took
flip
my
the end
idea,
of it
dude.
and just punt, like flip his head like a tennis ball
Just make sure you
across the room.
So here's what
make sure it
happens.
goes up there.
You
Up
go
high.
down and you swipe at its head and you cleave it just
Is this too
ever
over?
so slightly as it's like going through butter. And it cleaves right through it through bone. And the head flies off into the air
yeah.
and rolls and rolls. And as it rolls, it hits one of the panels. And,
Oh yeah.
and it's just. The ogre is officially dead.
Nice.
It won't matter.
Yeah,
Lothos, it is your turn.
No, you that's my idea.
do it to his
There are still skeletons.
Yeah, but they're too far away.
No, they're not.
No, to do what I wanted to do.
Oh okay.
You ruined my whole thing. Can I just tell you what I was gonna do?
Sure, go ahead.
So, in flourish fashion, I was gonna throw
A
open my
warlock
robes.
this is.
Yeah. 'Cause you know I have a
Throw
death
up your
wish.
Robes and flash them.
Yeah, and then grab my 2 daggers,
Okay.
and then I was gonna leap from the balcony,
Oh, he's got a God of War.
freaking
Oh,
like this, and then stab
it's funny
it
because
into
you're a
his neck,
warlock.
Which would have been amazing.
which would have been great. Because
Unfortunately, your turn was after mine.
Note that for later.
and I was gonna
I'm
stab
knock
him in the
everybody
sides of the
prone
neck
now.
and rip his head off.
Okay.
And that's
Hopefully.
where he got that from.
But I
But
was gonna do that anyway.
anyways, Skelly number right.
Okay. Skelly number right. Okay.
The one
Just-
directly in front of me.
Okay, go for it. What are you doing? Eldritch Blast?
Yeah,
right?
Eldritch
Okay,
Blast.
so fire your Eldritch Blast.
Nat 20.
All right. Go ahead and
Yes!
roll 2d10.
Hell yeah.
He's being pissed off that he didn't get the kill. He's like,
So-
I'm just gonna
Right.
blow
Yeah.
these to smithereens.
Lothos,
yeah.
being pissed off and angry, fires an abnormally big Eldritch Blast at this skeleton. Dealing
8.
Not
8
bad.
points of
good.
damage.
Did you add the modifier to
Yeah.
it? Okay. Oh, that was.
It was 2 2s.
So
Plus
you
four.
fire it, and at that point, you fire it, and it just takes out one of its legs, and it's like it falls down to the floor, but it's like propping itself up, and it's still holding its crossbow. And
Which
that is your
skeleton
turn, I
was
believe,
that?
That's
right?
my turn.
Okay. Lily, it is your turn. You are a wolf. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna go for the skeleton right in front of me and just go. And my only option is to bite, so I'm just gonna go for like.
All right, go ahead and bite that skeleton.
Oh, you did realize I was attacking the one on the floor, right?
Yes.
Okay.
What's that skeleton wielding? Sword?
No, they dropped their
short swords.
Sword? No,
The two on the
these
bottom
two on the
are
bottom
using
dropped the
crossbows.
sword.
Yeah, they
right?
drop their swords and shields.
Oh yeah, wait. I guess I'm 13 to hit.
13 hits.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll for damage.
4 to hit. One bite.
Oh, that's what it means. Okay.
I got you. I'm making monsters.
Thanks. Six piercing damage.
6 piercing damage. That's how they do D4.
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. Okay. You manage to bite off the arm that's holding the shield. And you just you just shake it and just your mouth is drooling and just slobbering at the bone. And just
Good doggy.
At that point, it is now on top of the round. Elderwin, it is your turn. You see the ogre being decapitated as you have 2 of the skeletons. One has basically
Right here.
not
It
really
has to
any
be
legs, and then you also
not
see
within 5
coming
feet.
from behind you,
No,
your fellow canine friend is attacking these skeletons that are coming behind you.
Alright, I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna attack the one she's attacking.
Okay, go for it. Roll for an attack. You get advantage on this because they are right there.
Please do not bite my tail.
Does he get
I rolled
sneak
an
attack?
18.
Yes.
Does he get sneak attack when they're engaged?
Yes.
With the
Yes.
enemy? Okay.
Yep. So go ahead, and that is going to
I only
be
get the
18
yes.
plus. It's on Dex, right? Plus 3.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Go ahead and move this
nice.
guy out.
Alright. And then a plus.
So 21.
I need to roll an 8.
So 21 to hit.
And I rolled an 8.
Okay.
And then I really need to
You roll an extra
D6.
D6 for being a rogue, yeah. For sneak attack.
Normal dice.
Just have so
3.
easy.
3. Awesome. So what happens is you take your crossbow and you aim. You fire. It goes right through the skull, right in the center, and pierces it and fractures it, and goes right through the other end, and the head goes tumbling and flying off.
Gotcha.
As the skeleton just falls apart into
The skeleton
bones
was
and
not
Thank
Pile
God,
of
because that was pretty much what I was going for.
And at that point, it is now Dimitri. It is your turn. You have 2 skeletons that are on the floor, and you also have that are firing at you, and you have a couple skeletons that are behind you. You really can't see the ones that are behind you right now, but you can see the ones that are right in front of you that you were firing at where the ogre was.
Okay, so I'm gonna change I'm gonna use a bonus action to change my hunter's mark to the since I killed him. Since the target dropped to 0 hit points, I'm gonna change my bonus action to the skeletons, and then
Okay, I'm gonna just give you to the undamaged one to give you. So, okay, so go for it.
Greg's getting D&D. I'm so proud.
I know. I'm a little bit. I'm like, dang.
He properly used Hunter's Mark,
Oh
man.
my gosh.
well,
I
rolled
can't
4.
tell you how many
Add a
times
D4.
Laura Bailey
Add a
forgot
D4
that
Yeah,
in
'cause you're
Critical
dex
Role.
modifier.
Because you're blessed.
It's true, yeah, you're blessed. So you get to add a D4 to this.
This is what bless is
The
for.
triangles right here.
To remedy
Add
shitty
that.
rolls.
So go ahead and roll. So that's 4 plus 4. So that's 8.
8 plus your
4
dex.
plus
and then
4
His dex is
Which
full.
is
equals
5. It should be a plus
8.
5.
Oh,
It
so
is
it's
7.
proficient.
Yeah, it
Oh,
is
it's
7.
7.
It's supposed to be
Yeah.
7 because he's archery master.
And the
Yeah.
hardest part is
Oh my
D&D is
God.
adding.
So that's 15.
15.
So that hits.
But also,
Yeah.
so is it archery
Nothing
type
peaks
plus 2?
in my
Yeah,
head.
that's
Oh, no,
fine.
it's not.
Okay.
You're good.
Alright.
So at that point, you got a 15 to hit.
Okay.
So now go ahead and roll for your damage. You get to roll a D8 and a D6 for damage. So you just changing your mark and lining it up.
Damn,
Move
Hunter's
over
Mark
to the
right
next
now is
target.
Doing damn
Would you
such.
7? All right, plus 3. So plus 3 to the damage. So you get 10. So as you line up and you fire, you end up shooting
He's
and
doing a
you
lot of damage.
manage to shoot off the one of the arms of the skeletons as the arm goes tumbling onto the floor. You
Wait,
can
they
hear it
crossbows,
clanking.
right?
Yeah.
So
So
the
they
skeleton
can't-
only
they
has
can't-
one
they can't use
arm
it,
left
yeah.
to kind of
The other
shoot
one's on
his
the
last
floor with
crossbow.
the yeah,
Good job, man. Good job. Good job.
Oh, it's
At that point, Jinx, you are
Oh
up.
yeah.
I'm gonna charge
Bless
forward,
baby.
Charge forward.
engage the 2 skeletons, and attempt to take the arm off of the guy on the floor without a leg, so it can't operate a crossbow.
Okay, so you're gonna okay, go for it. So you go ahead and roll an attack.
Back to quarter.
Are you attacking with your great axe? I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Okay, so you swing your great axe wildly straight down.
Not one.
Oh shit!
You get your
swing,
own foot.
and you miscalculated as you hit the wall, and it just ping.
You do the cartoon
Just
where
a
you go
that
up and
cartoon
down.
shiver.
You hit the exact
And that's your
right
turn, I
button.
think, right?
Yeah, that's my turn.
So at that point, that was your turn, and now it is the skeleton's turn.
Ice cold.
It's actually a chemistry theory that's
So the skeletons on the floor are going to shoot, and
Yeah,
they're going to
resonates,
try
yeah.
to shoot. They're going to go and they're going to try to shoot the nearest target, not you, but Cal, because they know better not to shoot at target up close. So they're going to go ahead and shoot.
It's like
Can't one shoot
insulation.
because it lost an arm with
I
a
know,
crossbow.
Yeah, but this
Okay.
is
It's
you
a
can't,
light
you can't
crossbow.
reload.
Oh, can't reload. Got it.
Okay, so Cal, two shoot at you. One hits you with a nat 20.
Oh god.
The other one hits you with an 18.
Yep.
So
They always roll so high against me.
No, and you have a high AC too.
plus.
You were so close to dying. You're a death wish.
Every
Right,
round.
this
So
god is
you
the god
take
of death.
you take two
I was
arrows,
gonna say,
one
he's
on
chill
one
with
shoulder
death.
and the other on the other shoulder, and you take 14 points of damage.
I am out.
You okay? Then I
Oh,
want. Okay,
oh, shit.
here's the thing that you got to watch out
Is
for.
she not under?
I want you to roll.
A death saving throw.
I don't want you to roll a death saving throw. I want you to roll I want you to roll a d20, and I want you to pick even or odds before you roll.
Cold soda, whatever.
Holy crap.
Yes, thank
Even.
Okay, even.
Yeah.
If it's even, you fall forward.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So go ahead. Roll.
Come on.
What did you get?
Odd.
19.
Odd.
Oh.
So guess what? You don't fall forward. You fall to one of the sides. So you fall to one of the sides. I'll say you fall to the left one. As you fall to the side, same thing that happens with the ogre.
Oh, yes.
It hits you and it does damage to you.
So I need to roll 2. Oh no, that's 2 automatic fails.
That is 2 automatic fails. So you are down 2 death saving throws.
Help me.
As you
call me
guys see
reckless.
your fellow companion that falls, you see excuse me, you see
Wait, I
the
get plus
trap-
4 to saving throws. Does that do anything for this?
You do. No.
Can
No.
I add?
Next
No,
one.
Not
because
for
it's
that.
an automatic
No.
fail.
Not for
Okay.
death save.
Damn. Okay.
You see the
Well,
trap
it is-
set
it is
off, and it
saving
goes
throws.
right through his chest, and he's just on the brink of death.
So this will help me if I don't get a yeah.
Well, I don't think it would apply. I
No,
don't
because
know.
I took
to
damage.
that,
I
no.
took damage, and if you take damage when you're
But
unconscious,
you,
it's
yeah, you went
automatic 2
unconscious,
fails.
so bless wouldn't
Yeah.
count, I don't think.
Yeah.
I think it drops now.
So at that point, it is now going to be the other skeleton's turn.
Uh-oh.
One of them is gone, so this one
Yeah.
I'll say is gone because he was at the door. So they're going to start piling in.
Thank
So
you.
one's going to go here,
I got you. I got you.
and they're going to use their short swords and attack you, Lilith.
Crap. That's right. Right there.
So what's your
I have all my
AC?
lay on
Because
13.
13, cool, because that's what they
But we
got.
need to-
Ah,
They
fudge.
got
Yes.
one's a 13 exact, and the other one's a 14.
Alright, let's do this.
So they're going to go ahead and roll for their short
Where it
swords.
is.
So, got a total 9 points of piercing damage as they just start piercing and stabbing the dog. You hear this whimpering,
Of course, takes the cat to
Um,
save the dog.
The
but the
pack
good news
survives.
is you do have hit points that are not yours. They're they're the dogs. So, at that point, the other
So-
skeleton can't really do anything at this point. So it is the end of the skeleton's turn.
So how does that work? If she loses the wolf, she just changes back?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she reverts back.
Yeah,
to
she
her.
reverts back to her.
Oh,
normal.
okay.
And I can do it.
OP.
I can
She
do
reverts
it
back.
twice before a short rest
If, her,
or a
if the
long
hit
rest.
points are more than what
She takes whatever
what the-
damage.
Yeah, she
And-
takes the rest of the damage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
so if she gets
Oh.
knocked, if she takes like 15 points of damage and she has 14
Thank
wolf
you.
points, it's 1
I
damage.
can't even pronounce it. Can you pronounce that?
Rashik.
Rashik for following.
Yes! Yeah, cheers!
We really appreciate it. Thank you. We love all the support. At that point, it is now. I hate to say this, but Cal, you're up. Make your death
Rashid,
saving throw.
I
Do I
dedicate
get a
my
plus
next
4
kill
to
you.
it?
No.
Huh?
You're
Do I get a
unconscious,
plus
so
4
no.
to it now?
Now here's the thing. Here's the thing. Now who had a? Did anyone have a? What is it? An inspiration point.
I did.
You did. You can give that to someone if you would like,
Yeah, I'm tossing that over to you, kiddo.
just in case. So you get a chance to re-roll. That is the only
Okay.
way you can re-roll this.
Okay.
What'd you get?
That's 6.
Okay. So here's your re-roll.
Oh no.
my
Here's
God.
your re-roll.
Oh my god.
Don't die.
How many per death?
This is his only one.
11.
You say.
Oh my
So go ahead and mark that inspiration off your sheet.
Yeah.
Because you don't have that anymore. After that, you are just.
I have to say, you are the one luckiest.
By 1 point.
At that point, it is now Kayla. It is your turn. What are you gonna do?
Well, I see Dum Dum over here laying on a
You
spike.
see, I'm just going.
So,
There's acid and blood spewing out of my mouth.
Yeah.
You're just like.
He's not looking good at all. He's looking horribly.
Yeah, I'm gonna do. Where is it?
You and I both bought healing kits. Just saying.
You have lay on hands if you have any points left.
He hasn't used any.
Yeah,
I was
I
the one
can
who was
either-
going around touching myself.
So you have 10 points of lay on hands, or you can use if you have a spell slot. You
I
can,
have Cure Wounds.
you
as
have
well,
cure
so,
wounds, but it's up to you what you want to use.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use Lay on Hands.
Okay.
So I'm gonna grab him, pull him off the spike.
Okay, so he grabs you and pulls you off. As he's pulling you off, his hands start to glow with divine energy. It fills you as you see all the holes.
I'm gonna give
that
him
are
5 points.
5 points?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that enough to
Yeah,
stabilize it?
that's fine.
Okay.
He's stabilized at that point, and you are up and kicking. As you see the holes, you still are coughing blood.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But at the same time, all the holes manage to kind of heal on your chest where
We
they
can
got
buff up
pierced
and
through.
scratches, Captain.
Yeah.
So,
I'm saving
You
5
still
in case
got-
I have to do it again.
Yeah.
so you also still have arrows sticking from each of your shoulders
Okay.
as you're trying so hard.
I'm so Bromered right now.
I'm just gonna stay in front of the fan.
Do my fails reset now?
Your
Or do I-
fails do reset.
Okay.
I'm gonna
yes.
need you to move.
At that point, it is now time for Lothos.
Yeah.
It is your turn.
So we have
Lothos,
2
what are you doing?
skellies down
Yeah.
there, right?
Because
Still?
I'm
So-
You see 2 of the skeletons on the floor, still kicking, and there is one skeleton
I was trying
where your
to
canine
save
friend
money
is.
for my acid vial.
Okay, how many are in the doorway?
No.
There are 2 in the
Stay here with
doorway,
us,
but
just move
one
back.
of them has cover, and the other one is fully in the doorway.
Don't run away
Which
from us.
this one is the guy that has cover.
Okay, so before I do this, how does that work with conal attacks?
Conal attacks, basically it acts like a filter. So whatever,
It stops
if it has
whatever.
cover,
Is
the
he in
cone
full
doesn't-
cover?
If he's not in full cover, if he has full cover, it
Right.
won't hit him.
Right.
But he's not, so it will still hit him regardless.
Okay, so I'm going to step towards the door, and as I'm walking towards the door, I whistle at Lily. And do kind of like this motion to get her out of the way. And I'm going to use Silver Breath.
Okay, so you're gonna
Oh,
use
I
your
forgot we
you're
had
gonna use
another
your
dragon.
ice breath.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Okay.
an ice dragon.
So
okay.
So are you gonna hold it until she moves out of your way?
Yeah, she needs to be out of the way. I'm not
Okay,
going to hit her
so
with it.
you move. I'll say you move.
I have 40 feet of movement, so you can move me wherever need be.
I'll say you move
But
right
you can't
here.
move out of turn.
True.
I'll say you move right here, and then you tell her,
Right.
She
and
hugs the
then
wall.
now it's
I
now
scoot
it's actually
behind.
your turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So when
perfect.
you move, his action will
is.
start.
Look at that, they were perfect.
You can just sidestep.
I was gonna say, can I like try to rip an arm off with my mouth as I retreat?
Sure.
I'm trying to rip a mouth off
Go
before
for
I
it.
go retreat.
Roll for attack.
Or an arm off.
Or an arm off.
It
Sorry.
could be a mouth
It
off.
could. I'm just gonna go
There is ogre mandible on the
Just
side.
rip the
Mouth
fucking
to
head
mouth.
off, fuck it.
8.
8.
You know, you're
As
not
you do
ripping it
that,
off.
She's giving a skeleton mouth to mouth.
8. You try to gnaw it, but the shield just kind of blocks you, and it parries you.
All right.
I thought it was missing an arm.
No, that's another one.
I
that
killed
misses
that
his
one.
head, too.
Oh, dang it. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, he loses the shield.
This
It's minus
one's
2 AC.
So you're
Good
gonna
job.
move back.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you move back, there's an attack of opportunity.
Oh, fuck it. Okay.
So it misses you though.
Okay,
It
we're
doesn't hit. At that point, it is now Lotos. Now your breath goes off. So go ahead. I
You
have
need to
make
roll con of 11 or better.
I'm gonna be a therapy
Con?
dog for you for a little
Yep.
while.
This is for 2 of them.
What
So,
flavor that I have to roll?
they both make it.
Okay, so it's half damage.
So half damage. So
2d6.
So 2d6. Go for it.
We got 3 damage apiece.
3 damage.
Oh,
As-
wait.
Plus charisma?
No.
How far are you?
well-
Jump down.
It's not
No,
plus
she ran
charisma,
straight
I
back.
don't think.
No.
Because it's a breath attack.
Yeah,
Where's
it's a
he
breath
at?
attack.
He's up-
So
he's
it's
still
just,
up here?
Yeah,
He's
it's just
still
an
on the
attack.
drawing board.
I thought he
So-
So
jumped
3
down.
apiece.
3 apiece. So as you do your
He's the rock. He's the
frost breath, and you see this icy particles form and shoot out and burst right on these skeletons. It kind of freezes over a little bit of their armor and freezes over their skeletal bodies, but they're still clanking and they're still moving. So at that point, it is now top of the round, and it is Elderwin. Elderwin, it is your turn.
All right.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna do the same exact thing that I did last time.
Okay.
Going for the first motherfucker that's gonna get in the fucking way, and I'm gonna fucking snipe the motherfucker.
Do you know how to hunch?
12.
12.
Plus.
5.
There is no sneak attack because.
engaged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll my 8.
Well, you could,
17.
I'm engaged with the ones down below.
Yeah.
You're left to your own devices
7?
at this point.
7 points of damage.
Plus 3, right? Because your dex.
Oh, did you plus your dex?
No. Plus 3.
7.
Okay,
7,
so
8, 9,
so
10.
10. So you fire with your crossbow again. You aim and you fire. Another head, straight through, flies off, crinkles, and the ice particles where the ice was,
Kitty killer.
and where the skeleton falls apart, and where the ice was, it shatters that piece of the bone as it falls to the floor.
Or
And at that point, that is your turn. Next is Dimitri. Dimitri, you're up, man.
The same exact thing.
All right.
I have a hunter's mark.
Fire it. You don't have to activate it.
Unless
Oh,
you're
I
moving
see,
it.
I see, I got it. There we go.
I think the one that he was attacking is still alive.
It is still alive. It knocked off the arm and it's kind of falling on the ground.
Okay.
That was
that
19.
So you got an 18, so that hits. Go ahead and roll.
We just from the store. Who bought these?
My wife made them.
That's a 19.
Yes.
Moist.
Nice. 10 plus 3, so you do 13 points of damage. As you do 13 points of damage, you shoot, and you manage to hit one right in the sternum. And you, as you do, it just shatters into a million
nice.
bone-like pieces and just like disintegrates right in
Now we're
front
doing
of
work,
Jinx.
boys.
And that's your turn.
Bonus action?
Bonus action, you want to
We
change
killed
it?
another
Yes.
Okay, so you change it to another target
next
as you
to him.
move over. There you go. That's your turn.
Dimitri's online, ladies and
Which
gentlemen.
one did he
Dimitri
kill?
is online.
And at that point, it is now Jinx.
Sniper
Jinx, you have
in-
one
in
skeleton
area of
left that's in
operation.
front of you.
Yep. Taking a swing at it.
All right, you're taking a swing. You wind up for the big swing with your axe.
18.
18 that hits.
Much better.
Go ahead and roll for that damage.
That'll be 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. That's going to be enough because it's already been hit before. So you do a downward swing and you manage to split the skull right in two as
Yeah.
you go down, and it shatters into a pile of bones. So look at this. You guys were all worried.
Well, we have a.
I was 1 point away from dying.
You're welcome.
It is the skeletons.
Right?
No, that's right.
You
I
did
had
that.
nothing
Well,
to
it
do
was
with that,
kind of
so,
team
yeah.
effort.
Okay,
The skeletons are gonna go. The skeleton in the back is actually gonna drop his shield and his sword, and is gonna whip out its crossbow as well, as it fires at Lothos, because
Wonderful.
Lothos is the closest one he sees, and it got a 2, so no,
That
it missed
misses.
Lothos. At that point, the other skeleton's gonna attempt to stab Lothos,
Fucking wonderful.
and at that point, it got a 14, so it hits,
God damn it.
and it does 4 points of damage to you.
Pain.
I'm fine.
You're fine. Okay, so Lothos is still
is
up. You
fine.
take a little bit of damage from the stab going through your leather armor, I believe.
I'm looking a little worse, but I'm alright.
And at that point, it is now
Leather.
top of the round. Cal, you are up. You are breathing. You are alive.
Huh?
And you are like,
I'm what would the DC be against fear of skeletons? I'm
Fear
gonna
of skeleton.
I'm gonna flavor a fear affliction on me, because at this point I've almost died twice to
You guys
skeletons.
take care of the two down there.
Sure.
want
Go
DM
ahead and
help.
roll a d20 and see what you get. And this
So
will be a
it's just those
wisdom.
two, right?
I got 13
Yes.
plus so 14.
You are not afraid of skeletons.
Okay, cool.
You find this pain actually intoxicating.
Oh my god. Okay, well
You're
if
loving
that's the
I was gonna say
case,
you were
This is
smart.
Hellraiser
I'm so
status
keeping
right
this
here.
full.
okay, so that means I'm going to.
keeping
If that's the
full.
case,
You gotta
I'm
go
going
see the
to
ogre
jump
too.
up.
Josephus.
I'm gonna jump up and then just go straight, drop all my
It's
stuff.
gonna be a
and-
little bit of a climb. So
You want to
you're
roll
gonna have
athletics?
Yeah, go ahead and roll athletics to see if you can climb up there.
Ooh, I think I fall. Nope, that's a.
Well, let's see where you fall.
That's an 11. It's an 11.
Okay, and it's 11. Okay, so it takes you a little bit. You manage to get up there with your glaive,
Yeah.
and you pull yourself up. It takes half your movement to get up there, but you get up there nonetheless.
So
So I'll let you
How
get
high
up.
is it, by the way?
I like that encouragement.
it's like 10 feet.
Dude, I
Yeah.
was thinking it's like 10 feet up.
Goddamn right I
What?
do.
What?
How tall is that?
It's about 10
10 feet.
Okay.
Okay, so I can go. You know what? I'm gonna move. Wait, let me see. I'm paying it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
You still need to heal, or are you okay?
Oh, I have my glaive. Can I
It's
move
fine.
here and then attempt to go around my dragonborn friend and attack?
Sure.
That last session, yeah.
That's a
one.
whirlwind.
Still going
I just
after
don't
it,
hit
man.
me.
All right.
Okay, is Bless gone because I went unconscious? I
That
don't.
is correct.
Okay,
You lost bless.
let me take that off of my little. Okay. Oh boy. All right, so Call is in blood rage right now.
All right.
Oh, that's not gonna hit, but it's not gonna hit you. Don't worry about that. It's a 9 to hit.
So you managed to try to find a clear spot through Lothos and kind of move your glaive forward to hit, and you didn't find any purchase, unfortunately. At that point, it is now Kiowa. It is your turn. You were down at the floor.
I'm gonna pull myself up, try to climb up next to
Athletics check.
Lothos.
He falls onto the trail.
16.
16. You pull yourself up. You're fine. You have about 25 feet more movement if you want.
Okay, so I'm gonna get right in the front.
Yeah.
All right. So you're
You're
right
already
now.
there.
You can't really get there. That's as far as you're gonna get. Right up there.
Okay. And yeah, and he's like blocking the door. Does the door
Correct.
open a certain way, or
It mostly opens like it
To the right.
opens
towards the skeleton?
If you're facing the door from the steps, it's to the right.
It opens towards you guys.
Okay.
That's what it's doing. So
So it'll be down this way.
yeah.
Okay.
At that point, what are you doing? You
Uh,
hit or
Yeah, I'm gonna take a swing at the skeleton.
all right? So you take a swing at the skeleton. Go for it.
Just slip that in
Take
my
a swing
hand.
and a miss with the die.
That is 16.
16. So you hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Where are you?
Okay.
Yeah, this is.
I just realized the setup is gone.
That's a
Yeah,
10
right.
plus 3. 13.
Whoa, bro.
13.
13. So you managed to do a little bit of damage to him, and you actually shatter him into a billion pieces as his sword and as his shield falls to the floor, and his whatever armor he was wearing at the time, it just all crumbles. And now there's one left, and that's the one that's in the hallway. And it is now Lothos. It is your turn. Moment of triumph.
What?
Moment of triumph. What are you doing?
Okay.
You got one skeleton left.
That one's full health, though, right?
No.
No?
You breathed it.
Oh.
You gave it a little bit of that.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gave it some minty freshness.
I'm trying to decide what would be better.
Forgot to brush his sleeping stick, so he's not even helping out.
Spearmint gum commercial right there.
Double mint.
Okay,
Double mint gum.
so I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution? Okay,
Yeah.
here we go. I got a 21.
Fucking son of a.
I just stand there and do absolutely nothing.
You stand there and you're just
Well,
like,
I was gonna use Frostbite, but it misses.
okay, because it needs to make a save.
Right.
Okay, so you
And
try
there
to,
is no
you
half
try to
damage.
cast a spell and it tries to take over the skeleton, but the skeleton resists it.
Right.
At that point, it is now Lily. It is your turn.
I'm gonna weave my way back up there and go for the neck.
All right, you weave back up there, and you just, I'll say for flavor, you go and you jump off of Cal's shoulders, you jump off of Lotho's shoulders,
I have
and you wind
agility
up right at
training.
the floor, just jumping all over and tackling.
Come on, girl.
22 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, that hits. Roll
There
for
it is.
damage, Wolf Girl.
There it is. Kill that bitch.
8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. You manage to take the neck and the spine right out
I just
of this
continue going
skeleton
through,
as it
yeah.
falls to pieces as well. Congratulations, guys. You have survived this.
Oh!
All right, air high five. Go. Everybody, yeah.
Good
That's what I'm
job,
talking
guys.
about.
barely. I need sleep.
I was sitting there with the spinal column waving my
At that
chest, wagging my
point-
tail.
At that point, the place is now quiet. You hear just
We hear
little
no
bits,
music.
no music, no nothing. Just
Let's get in there.
little bits of just.
That was the level up screen.
Yeah. So, what do you guys want to do now? You guys have the rest of this.
Sleep.
Fuck.
Well,
I'm pushing
first-
everybody. I'm pushing everybody out of the way. I'm laying on one of the cots. I'm taking a blanket out of my pack and just going.
So, is that what we're doing? We're all taking.
That's what I'm
a long
doing.
rest?
I
Just
would
long
like
rest.
to
Long rest.
first,
Alright.
while I'm still
So-
a wolf, I would want to like.
I'm going to the
sniff
ogre's
car-
head.
Yeah.
Okay.
Retrieving the bolt and the eyeball.
Okay. So you have an
I'm
ogre
asleep,
eyeball,
fuck
a rotten ogre eyeball with a with the bolt.
While I still have like the good perception, I want to sniff the ogre to see if there's anything like just try to see if there's anything good on him,
Okay. Go ahead and sniff.
and then I'll. Oh.
Roll for sniff.
Rotten body.
I was
Roll
gonna
for
say,
sniff.
Does the ogre have any hair?
I have
No.
advantage on sniff.
Ogre was bold.
Damn.
An 11.
11. So
Oh wait,
you
perception.
sniff, and
yeah,
you really don't
11,
find
13.
anything, but I need you to make a con save.
Oh god.
Oh, good job, Lil.
Oh.
Okay. 20.
20. You start to dry heave a little bit, but you're good.
The little dog like.
I turn back into human and just go. Oh, not a human, but gnome and just go.
At that point,
Just to let you know, on a side note, for one of my dogs, I see that almost every day.
Oh god. Like the back arch.
She just sits
So,
there. She goes,
Can I go to the head that he poached the eye from
Mhm.
and take a little twine and like stick it through the eye socket and
Sure.
tie it to my belt?
Sure.
So you're just.
Is this gonna be our trophy?
trophy.
That everybody's gonna have the eye.
and he's like, he
Oh,
has
are
the
you
head, I
just
have
going
the
straight to
eyes.
bed?
And then I'm gonna go to bed.
I'm gonna. Even though from eyesight it's skin and bone, I'm gonna search the ogre.
I don't need to rest.
All right. So you
Nothing
search
I
the
need to rest
ogre.
for.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
I think that's. Oh yeah, okay.
He needs to rest.
They both do.
11.
Well, he's
You
already
really
rested.
don't find anything other than its club.
Well, I don't
That's
know.
pretty
might
much, and
not.
the club's a little
Something
bit
that
oversized.
can come, so-
Is
I'm
there
not
anything
gonna
you
take
want to
that.
do, or Dimitri, or anything?
I just
No.
wanna
Well,
retrieve
hold
your
on.
javelins.
Just
Let's
retrieve
hold
your
that
arrows,
thought,
okay?
because
You
I'm
get
gonna
your
go
arrows back.
investigate.
Yeah.
And retrieve your
At least you get
javelins,
to
and
keep your
I'd like to
head
go
yours.
close the door and barricade it before I could take long rest.
Okay, so
That's a really good idea, by the
you
way.
retrieve
I
your
don't think so.
javelins
Yeah,
and you
well,
barricade.
there's nothing I can rest for.
Cal, are you
I'm sleeping.
okay? So
I,
you
I,
just
I,
go
went,
straight
I
to
threw
sleep.
I threw a little fit. I grabbed a
All right.
blanket out of my pack.
So to kind of sum this up, you guys managed to kind of go over your kills a little bit, and you know,
I have a
more
fever.
crossbows, more bolts, and stuff like that. Same
Oh,
scenario.
shit. All right.
But at that point, you guys managed to go to sleep and rest and kind of barricade and keep watch at this point. So this is a great time for us to take a little bathroom break because
Yes.
Yeah.
they have actually leveled
How
up
many
at
people
this
we got
point.
watching?
Yeah.
You leveled? What?
Yeah, you leveled up to
Level
actually
3,
level 4.
baby.
What?
Dude,
Yeah,
Level
you
four.
leveled up 2 levels.
Nice.
Oh
Air high five,
God.
everybody! 1, 2, 3. Oh!
Holy crap! I wasn't ready for that.
okay, as a druid,
Yeah,
I
you
just
guys
became
level up
really
so,
OP.
real quick.
Yeah.
So what did we pick up? So we picked up more bolts or more?
You guys picked up around, I would say, 60 more bolts,
I
but
have
remember
my
you guys are
spells
carrying all
prepared,
this, and it gets
actually.
heavier and heavier.
I know. I'm not picking up the crossbow.
We
just got-
Are there any shields?
Yeah, there's about
Yeah.
60
There are some
more.
shields,
There are, they dropped
there
a
are
bunch.
shields.
60
Yeah.
total.
We might want to grab a
60 more bolts.
Okay. Are
Yeah,
keeping
you
it-
just
hey,
turned on.
Yeah, I did, baby.
Greg, are you keeping your crossbow?
How much does the crossbow damage do?
It does a lot of damage. It does a lot more than
How
arrow.
much does crossbow damage do?
Because
Are you your long? It does the same. Longbow is better because longbow has more range.
oh, you have a longbow.
Yeah.
See,
So
mine's
I don't really need
my,
it.
my short bow does. more.
But just remember
So-
that the swords
Actually,
and the shields that you find and the crossbows,
eat,
those
dude.
are actually lower quality.
Oh, that's right.
They're not really high
I wanted
quality
to do
stuff compared to the equipment that you already
Dude,
have.
we're immune
Right.
to
So the
disease
bolts and everything.
I'm only curious
Yeah.
in keeping the ammo.
Yeah. So at that point, you're fine.
Okay.
Are the shields?
I'm just trying to keep
available?
track of
Like,
it.
we
They
can
are.
grab-
You can pick them up and grab them and stuff
I
like
can
that.
turn into new things.
I think you should take a shield because it'll up your
Question: Are you gonna
AC.
allow taking feats over
And you can
attributes?
still
So did
Yes.
did we both pick up 60 each?
Oh, I know which one I
bolts?
want.
No, just 60 total.
Okay, so
Also.
30.
So you get 30 more
So
extra
that
bolts.
I almost lost my
Are you
pants.
keeping
Oh,
the
yeah.
crossbow?
Right.
Greg, are you
All right,
keeping the
guys.
crossbow? No, you're not.
No.
Okay,
decide
so
which
I'll
one
take
you're
all
using?
We'll be
60.
back in about
Oh,
15
okay.
to 20 minutes. Hopefully
We'll
they
have-
can level up at that time. If not, we're probably going to go through while they're leveling up.
Yeah, that
so
sounds
we'll be
fine.
right back in 20 minutes, guys. Thank you for following, and thank you.
Yeah,
we'll
thank
be right
you.
back.
If you have any suggestions on what we need to do
This one.
to make it a little more entertaining for you,
Read
by
this.
all means, let us know.
Oh, the grim.
Just to let you know, we are on break right now, guys. We are going to be back in about 10 minutes. Thank you guys for viewing and supporting us. We love you all. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Thank you.
doing a different feat than if I hadn't.
Well, just to let you guys know that we are here. We are on break for about another 7 minutes, so if you guys can give us a little bit of time, we'll be back in 7 minutes, guys. Thank you guys so much for your patience.
What do we got?
All right, hello. We are back from our awesome
Yeah.
break, guys. Thank you. We just briefly leveled up as quickly as we could. We tried our best, but there's still a little bit of spell picking and everything that we need to get done. But we are going to get back to the storyline. Our faithful heroes just finished vanquishing the ogre zombie and the skeletons, and basically taking a long rest, leveling up to level 4. The reason why they didn't level up to level 3 is because they haven't taken a long rest until now. So, yeah, they are level 4 now. So at that point, we are going to go forward through the game. As we last left off, they were all sleeping in this little room. Just nice and cozy, briefly.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Just enjoying life.
Enjoying life.
And enjoying their level up and thanking all the gods that they are not dead.
Right.
And thanking Lily.
And thanking Lily for passing her inspiration to another player that was about to die.
And thanking my fellow paladin for the heal.
Yes. Otherwise, we would have lost Cal in.
I took out 2 of them.
You did. You were just sitting there just headshotting.
Come on.
So at that point, we are continuing. Still in the underground catacombs, basically of the basement of this mansion, that is deep below, trying to figure out what lies beneath here.
Awesome.
So, waking up, feeling refreshed, stronger, and better than you were previously 8 hours ago.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to do?
I know what I'm doing.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna go up to that door that was busted in and look through it.
This door?
The red door. Yep.
So you do that.
I'm gonna look through it.
Let me go ahead and reveal.
The real boss.
I'm only going to reveal a certain amount.
Uh-huh.
That's the entire room that you see.
Oh god.
Okay, now am I to expect that that's just a stairway that goes up and around the room?
Yes, that's a stairway that goes up to a different portion of the catacomb. As you look into this room, you see stairs on each side that go up to another 5-foot level that peak down into a pit that has 2 heavy chains to the floor where the grates are. You can see kind of schmuck and just a bunch of you see ooze and kind of like grotesque slime on the floor mixed with blood and bones. It's not really visible on the screen, but it is there nonetheless. And when you do see it, you see the pillars that stand up high, around 20 to about 30 feet tall. As you do see it, as you do see into this, you actually manage to see a chest.
Oh.
That is right here. It is not. Hold on, I gotta
Dave,
switch modes. There is a chest right here. You shouldn't have to move it.
Okay.
Because that is the cutoff point.
Where's the chest?
It doesn't show it
Far
on the
end.
screen, but there is a chest there.
It's there.
Can I see it?
Yes, you can. You can see the chest.
Can I do something?
Sure. What do you want to do?
Hold on. Give me 2 seconds.
Oh, give me 2 seconds.
While this is happening, I'm gonna wake up, notice that my chainmail is in ruin from the horrible injuries that I have accrued in this dungeon.
Nice.
I'm gonna go around to all the fallen skeletons, which has been Khal's main source of agony. I'm gonna gather the strongest bits, and I'm gonna take them over to Lily and ask her to help fix my armor.
Okay. That's gonna take you a while.
Yeah.
Just to let you know.
Yeah, I have no. Khal, you see, is kind of blank stare after all that ordeal, and he's kind of just focused on his own thing, not kind of forgetting at hand what's going on. So he's kind of just trudging around, like, and then he takes it to Lily and he's like, I need help.
Hey, Jason. I don't know why You're like,
Yeah.
perfect.
Okay.
I don't see why not.
So That is, I would say, probably about 90 feet away.
Yes, correct. First let me do this. So Lily, that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna help.
Yeah.
All right. So
I'll find
Lily, go ahead and roll an Arcana check for me.
Oh. If I rolled a nat 1.
Roll a nat 1. So you think you can do it? It's gonna take a really, really, really long time to do
Okay.
this. So
I'll be here.
yeah, you'll be there just mending little bits by little bits. Remember, you only
Link
got
by
about
link.
a foot of mending
Yeah.
that you can do at a time. So,
Works for
okay,
me,
what
I'm
did you
small,
want to do?
Not for you.
We'll let them do their thing.
All right. I'm gonna. Thank you. Oh, that's cute.
From the trot away.
I'm going to.
Distracted by
I'm
cuteness.
gonna move into the room,
James Charm.
You're gonna move into the room.
and I want to get
got
with
mine
it
earlier.
without stepping on anything that looks ominous, i.e., grates, chains, any kind of muck like that. I want to get within 30 feet of the chest.
I'll say you can go up here, and I'll say you go up right there, and you'll be fine.
Okay.
No, you're not.
You're within 30 feet. Hold there.
Yep.
Jinx, you wake up? Is there anything you want to do?
I would definitely like to explore too, so I'll probably follow him in towards that room.
Okay, so you're gonna follow in towards the room. Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna kind of scout around and
Yeah.
see the same thing, what he's doing.
Yeah.
Dimitri, what are you doing?
Is there another route around here that I can explore? They're already in there.
No, you can. There's you can go
There's a
here.
southbound
You can
one.
go here. You can go down here.
Is this a table or a
It's a
cabinet?
table.
It's like a table.
There's a spot right down here. as
That's just
well.
a-
Yeah.
I think that's
Oh well, you wouldn't know this. I'm not going to tell you, but
I'll get down.
if you want to go in there, you can.
What do you want to do?
That's where we
You wanna
got
go
you
down?
on the scale.
Yeah,
There was a locked door down to the south, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna
Yeah.
go
This way.
Well, there's
right
a
down here.
a
No, it
door.
wasn't.
A door.
No, I checked.
Right
It was
here.
locked.
It was locked.
It was
Oh,
locked. I
okay.
did check. It was locked. It is still being
Okay,
braced, by
so
the way.
you go down to the bottom path and you wind up in front of a door, and it has kind of wood wedged in there.
So good that did.
So
Yeah, the wood is for
Uh,
me because I thought that connected to the main room, so I braced it before the enemies came.
and
So
then
feel
at
So
this
what
point,
you're saying is you gave the door wood.
Oh yeah.
oh good god!
Oh yeah.
Wow. At that point, what are you two doing?
What am I doing? Scroll back up. I want to venture to at least like by this first door right here
Okay.
and see what I've
And
got.
I'm gonna
going on.
follow him.
Okay, you're gonna follow. Okay.
Yep.
So we're gonna leave Cal.
Yeah.
Cal and
that door open?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I don't know.
we're gonna leave Cal in there. Here, we're gonna leave
Show
Jinx
is.
and
Oh,
Lothos
that's
there.
right. From
And then Dimitri's
But
gonna
I-
go there. So we're gonna do one thing at a time.
I can't tell you what's in there because you weren't there.
So this is all happening at the same time. So right now, what are you doing?
So from sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, from this vantage point, can I tell whether it has like a lock on it or anything like that, or does it just look like a
go ahead
chest?
and roll for perception. It is a little bit farther away, so it's
Okay.
harder to notice.
Past that. Do we see anything past like over here?
Yes. I'm trying to do one thing at
Yeah.
a time.
Take
Because you
care
guys-
of business.
You split the party.
Fuck my ass.
No, I don't want to do that.
No,
That's a
Meow.
4.
That's a 4, so you can't tell if it's locked. Or
I have an
not.
eyeball.
Okay, so is that my action?
No,
No.
you can do a
You
little
want a
bit
big one or
more.
a little
'Cause-
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand
okay.
Strength.
and have it go over
This
to
is what happened.
the chest
Okay.
and try to open it.
Okay. So you cast a mage hand, and a spectral illusionary hand comes out, and it travels to the chest. You try to lift open the chest, and you kind of just move it all at once. Looks like it is locked.
Okay.
And then at that point, we'll leave it at that. And now we're gonna go to Dimitri. Dimitri, you come across the door. It's down there. So you have the door that's down below. It is shut and locked. What do you want to do?
Shut and locked.
Yeah.
Can I do like an investigation, see if it's trapped with all the doors?
Sure.
On
You're
the
the
other
one who
side.
wanted to go
Go for it.
I didn't know what you guys were doing.
11.
11.
I don't think we end. I
So
don't think we're in that one.
it's not trapped,
As long as
to
it's
your
not
knowledge, but it looks like it appears to be locked. Shut.
Yeah, we went all the way up there and we found that door was locked.
How do you
Yeah.
want to try to get in?
Yeah,
how-
I don't know what my utility is. I don't have it in front of me, so I don't know like what I have to open
I
it
don't
with.
think you have. Well, you
doesn't have
might
it, so
actually have. it.
No.
You can always try
I
to
am the only one.
use either your strength or use like some kind of creative way to kind of open up the
Can
door.
I use a short sword and try to like pick the lock and jam it through and open it up?
Sure, you can try to wedge it and try to
Yeah.
get it open. Go for it. Roll ahead. Go ahead and roll a. We'll say a sleight of hand, but this one will be at disadvantage because you're using a short sword. So go ahead and roll roll that twice and pick the lower one. So 13, 12. So that's not bad.
Yeah,
So sleight of
not bad.
hand
Do you have a bonus?
is
disadvantage besides
right
the
there.
20
So
on
plus
19.
3. So 15. So you managed to get it in there, and then whatever lock must have been rusty as hell because you just get it in there, and next thing you know, you get it. It leaves a little nick in your sword, but when the door kind of just swings open ever so slightly.
Just for a minute, I just pop my ears up and I feel like I just feel like something makes me feel a little less down. Like I wasn't needed.
Oh.
Aww.
All right. So going from the top side, switching up top, you guys managed to see
Top side?
this.
Oh, we're up here? Yeah. Yay, more motherfucking cots.
And this is a door, I'm assuming?
It looks like a door. What do you want to see me? You're the fucking
I'm gonna just say the door
All right,
wasn't there.
I'm gonna go-
So we'll just say the door wasn't there because you guys are actually on top of the door.
Yeah.
So that's fine. The door wasn't there. You guys actually come in. It looks like it's a bedroll. Looks like it's a room of some sort here.
Alright, I'm gonna venture off and come to the store here.
Okay, so you come to this door right here. I'm gonna switch. So when you guys switch over to the other door,
No, it's just a chest.
It happened, bro.
what are you doing? You're checking.
I'm gonna
or-
check it. Is it locked? Or
Go ahead and roll an investigation check for me.
You're fixing my arm.
20, right?
Yep.
I just like the pure
I rolled a
of my
10.
chainmail.
10.
Whatever
So
your
you look at it and you kind of mess around with it a little bit. It is locked,
Okay.
and it doesn't appear to be trapped either.
Just get out of
Let's
the
get
way.
that out of the
Just
way.
get it out of the way.
Thank
Every
you.
door I check so
Yeah.
far is.
That's the classic 2 check, though.
Yeah.
Lock trap. Lock
Lock
trap.
trap. Lock trap. Lock trap.
And then one time we don't do it, we're gonna go
Investigation
like a
is a plus
cannonball
X,
straight
yeah.
through our gut.
16. So we
That's
got
why
a
you do
16.
it
No,
every
yeah,
time.
it's locked.
By the way,
All right.
Cal, your armor is slowly getting mended.
Cool.
Getting there.
So
Getting
this
there.
roll
Alright,
was a
so-
16 total.
Yeah, I rolled a 16 total. So what I'm gonna do is
I'm just sitting there.
I'm gonna move back to Dave here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna let him know that this door over here is locked.
Okay. So you let him know.
I'm not gonna. Heavens forbid I open the fucking door and shit comes flying out at me.
Okay. So at that point, uh,
Oh, you're gonna come with me.
you already tried. Are you going to try something different there,
Yep.
Lothos?
I'm gonna pull back my mage hand
Okay. So you pull back your mage hand.
and I'm gonna walk over to the chest.
You walk over to the chest. You see him walking over to the chest. Is there anything you want to do? Do you want to get closer?
Yeah, I'm gonna get closer toward the door, at the top side.
Right here?
Yeah, right there, where he used to be. I
Okay,
suppose.
cool. That's
Yeah.
fine.
And then I just want to give a check on the door to see if it opens.
It does open.
Okay, I'm just gonna open the door and just sit right there for now.
Okay.
I want to see what he does.
All right.
I'm gonna kind of like look around the bottom of the chest to see if there's any like pressure plate traps or anything like that.
Roll investigation.
Different dice this time.
Yeah.
Roll different dice. Not bad. Don't do bad.
14.
14.
Not bad at all.
You look around and you don't see any pressure plates or any traps or anything that looks like it could be anything that looks like it's going to harm you.
Is there anything engraved on it?
There is nothing engraved on it, but it is. When you look closer, it does have a lock on it.
It does have a lock.
Yes.
Are we still muted?
And the lock? No,
No.
we are live.
Okay.
Oh,
But are we muted?
No, we're not muted.
No.
We shouldn't be muted. We're here.
Okay.
Why? Is it not playing a sound?
Somebody says that we're silent for some reason.
Which one's the mic?
We shouldn't because we're right here.
It's
I can
picking
see
it up.
It
Yeah.
is.
Okay.
It's picking it up.
Can you hear me now?
Just double checking.
Yeah, it's picking up.
Okay. It might
I
be on
wish we
their
can
end.
do the sensitivity higher
Yeah.
though. That's the
Yeah.
only thing because the sensitivity is a little bit higher. I may bring my mic next time because my mic is sensitive as hell. So,
Just double checking. We had a viewer say that we were a little bit low, so
okay.
Well, it's probably
That's
because
what
I'm
we need.
behind it.
Okay.
Like,
Thank you,
yeah,
viewer.
Thank
wherever
you so
were.
much for letting us know.
yeah. So just making sure that we're good.
So
And meow.
since I see it's locked, I'm just going to pick it up.
Not again.
Okay, so you're gonna check this. You're gonna check. What are you trying to do? Sorry, I was
Fucking
checking.
weird.
Since there's no traps on the floor, that
yes.
I'm going to pick it up and start walking it towards our rogue friend,
Yeah. Toward the cat.
What'd you pick up?
the chest.
The chest?
We could
You're
just
bringing-
call
Well,
the
can
cat.
I even pick it up? Like, how heavy is it?
You can pick it up. It's
Okay.
it's roughly
I'm already
around. It's a
carrying a lot of
chest,
stuff,
so
like,
it's
don't
roughly
give me
around like this
knowledge.
big. So you can
Yeah.
pick it up. It's just
I'm not going to try and open it myself. I'm going to take it to him to open it.
okay. So you pick it up, and it's a little heavy, but you managed to pick it up, and you're lifting it nonetheless. Are you checking right now, Cal? The Twitch or no?
Oh no, I'm not.
Check the live
I
feed
can't.
and turn
can
the sound
go
on.
ahead and
Yeah.
check the live feed for me. See
think
if
I
you can
have-
get sound. Because if that's the case, this whole entire episode was silent.
Oh.
No, because they've been hearing.
Oh, they have?
They
It's
thought
just
that
been
it might have
low.
been on their end.
Is this zero?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. That's zero.
Is it one of your buddies?
My girlfriend.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh, hi, girlfriend. Hi.
Girlfriend.
Let me just continue. I'll check this stuff.
Okay. Did you raise your seat, by the way?
Who?
Yeah, because you're taller too. You're getting head cut off.
Hey, Can you still see? You can still
Oh no,
see
there's
me
sound.
though, right?
There's sound. We're good.
You can still
we're
see
good?
me though, right?
You can hear perfectly
I
fine,
can hear
right?
perfectly fine.
Oh, okay, cool.
Must have been on their end.
Actually, the camera got moved down a little bit. Do you think? you
Oh,
can...
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dave. You can still see me though, right?
Oh yeah, you're fine.
Okay, that's
I'd
perfect.
move
That's the only important
stick
thing around here.
instead.
Yeah, I got knocked.
There we go.
There.
Much better.
Cool.
Okay, we're good. Thank you.
Quality control. All right.
All right.
So I'm
keep going.
carrying this chest.
Okay, so you're carrying the chest and
While
everything.
he's in that, can I just yell?
Yeah,
Cat, come over here.
you don't. He just yells throughout this whole entire place. He doesn't necessarily know.
Well, how do you know that he's bringing it to me?
I'm in the
Because
room.
he's in the room watching him do it.
He sees that I have a locked chest. He obviously knows what I'm doing.
So at that
All right,
point,
so I'm gonna meet him halfway.
okay, so you meet him halfway. While you guys are doing that, we're gonna go over to Dimitri.
Okay.
So we're gonna go ahead and scroll down. So Dimitri, you open up the door.
What do I see?
You see belly dancing
Wow,
girls
I
and
think
just pole dancing and strip clubs.
And we
with,
never see him
Yes.
again. He just
Right.
stays there.
So I gouge my eyes out at the sight.
Your character's
You don't.
Joke.
Oh, don't do
I was about
that.
to say, are you like
Don't
chaotic
do
holy or something?
I find it kind
Hated
of
your
weird that it's not
eyes.
revealing it.
Because you and I, you seem to be the only ones that. Oh.
Is it revealing on yours?
I revealed it on mine. I don't know why it's not revealing it.
Reload.
This is reconnecting. Stay in it though.
Did we lose internet?
Yeah.
Yep, lost internet.
Oh shit.
Okay, we're back live.
Okay.
Sorry guys, I guess we
Sorry.
got disconnected. I'm
We
sorry,
love you.
apologize.
Yep, good on my end too.
Yeah.
Fucking
Let me go
Twitch.
ahead and refresh my page.
Should I refresh this?
Yeah, might have to. I'm gonna go ahead and refresh. Yeah, your internet was.
It just dropped for a second. You'll join the game shortly.
Well, the
So
good
in the
thing-
meantime, the cat's gonna take out one of his eyeballs and he's just gonna swat at it.
well, the good thing is guys,
He's
just
gonna
like
lay
you
on
know,
his back and he's gonna throw it around.
To all our viewers out there,
Zoom
if
out.
you guys know, I do post this on YouTube as well. So if you want to go
There
back
it
and
is.
check the episodes, you guys can see the
Relax,
episodes
dude.
on
I'm just
Crazy
letting
Light
you know you know exactly.
Space
I know.
Bulb on my YouTube
It's
channel.
not me, it's the thing.
I know.
So go ahead and double check on there.
And we always love criticism, so just
We
let
love
us know.
criticism and feedback.
Yes, please let us know if there's anything that we can do to make
No, I'm
anything
a
better for you
snowflake.
guys. Please let us know.
I can do criticism.
All right.
You know,
so
you
at
are a
this,
millennial.
You'll
I know that.
so at this point, you actually see two tables, and you see basically everything you've seen there. You see kind of barrels, and you see lumber on the side that's kind of like chopped lumber. This looks like it would be a storage facility, kind of like where storage is in an eating hall, but it's all dusty and dirty and old and rotten. But the thing that you don't see there, that you see,
Barrels.
oh, it's reconnecting.
I was gonna say we're not live right now.
Yeah, it keeps going in and out right now. Sorry guys, it looks like our internet is kind of going in and out right now, so I'd like to apologize on that. But we are
Great
recording, so
Check on it.
we're gonna have our techie go and check real quick.
If anything, just reset the router real quick.
Still got Wi-Fi.
Yeah, we still have Wi-Fi, shouldn't we?
I don't understand why my shit's still
Did it
going.
connect again?
It is connected now, but it keeps it's been going on and off. So just bear with us, guys.
I think we just went
Yeah,
back.
And this
Wait,
is
wait.
why Hardline is
What's
so
our
much
Twitch?
Yeah,
better.
see, it's disconnected again.
What's our Twitch?
Crazy light under dash bulb.
Is crazy light one word or?
I'm not sure if phone cutters will be better, but
Everyone turn off their Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah, since that's what we're running on.
Yeah, I'm on my own
Give
Wi-Fi,
the-
so
Give the bandwidth to the computer, please.
Everything is what's supposed to be.
are they on Netflix or anything? No?
There
No.
it is.
It could be because we're soaking up all the bandwidth and everything.
I just
Yeah,
turned off
turn
my
the
Wi-Fi.
off.
Yeah, see, it says drop frames detected right now. It's giving me,
In the thousands, probably.
65%.
Okay, so who's all on Wi-Fi?
Or just
I'm
turn
not.
it off.
Nobody.
I turned
Not?
off. So, we're back being live right now.
Okay.
So, but I think the next time what we'll do is instead we'll go off Wi-Fi here, and we'll actually do the direct connect
Ethernet.
through here.
Sure.
So it makes it perfect and smooth.
Yeah.
So we won't have to worry about that.
Yeah, so I'm using my data, so I don't
All right, we're back.
cloud up the.
Oh, thank you.
There it is.
Aw, thank you. So pretty.
Thanks, Amelia.
Holy shit! I'm like off the edge of this shit.
Yeah, that's why he was trying to get you to get a little closer.
She's like our mascot, man.
I know, right?
My heart.
You want me to get closer to you, Dave?
Yeah.
Get closer to you, Dave.
Wow.
It's still showing that we're kind of dropped. But
Are we good though?
It looks good on Twitch.
Yeah, we're back live right now. So thank you guys for
Actually,
being
it's all
patient. Sorry
buffering.
for all the inconvenience.
Sorry.
So sorry.
Again, if you guys want to watch this on YouTube, we apologize. So you managed to go through here, and when you do, you actually see body parts all over the tables, and it's not just raggedy old body parts too. It looks like they're dried up, they're shriveled. It looks like what you guys have been searching for, where all the grave robbing has. Yeah. Where all the grave robbing has came to.
Where's this at?
This is where he's at. This is
Where
what
you're
he
at?
sees.
Okay.
You see mangled up bodies hanging from the ceiling, and you see kind of different body parts in jars and stuff like this. So when you see this, you notice that the grave robbing and everything that clicks, this is where it is.
I'm a
And-
great tracker, guys.
Proud of you.
And I want you to go
I
ahead.
found the bodies.
What's your passive perception? 13. Okay. When you do and you open up the door, you do make a noise. And when you do, after you open up the door and you're looking around, after a couple seconds, you hear You don't hear anything. Just silence, and that's all you can see right now. You can basically see up to about here. After that, you don't see anything in the corner.
Is
really.
it well lit? I mean, I have dark
The
vision.
corner is not.
Oh,
well,
wait,
for
there it
you, it's
goes.
fine.
Okay.
But
Oh,
right
delayed,
now,
but-
it is.
Okay.
It's a little bit different. So
So at this
Oh,
point,
yes, 'cause
I
I'm
just I'm gonna yell, guys over here, and then I'm actually gonna take a step back and go back towards the party group. I'm gonna
okay.
Probably.
Put you
I'm
over
gonna,
here.
I'm gonna regroup and try to regather and yell at them to come over.
All right. So at that point, you guys, you hear this from the distance, and while this is going on, you guys actually meet up, and you guys meet each other halfway, and he has the chest in his hand. So at this point, you don't hear him yelling, but the chest is right there in front of you. What do you want to do? And you see both
Hey!
Jinx and
Hi.
Lothos.
Nice chest.
Thanks. Can you open it for me?
Oh boy, can I.
Yeah, we will definitely try to get better internet. We're gonna run a straight
Hey, hold on.
Huh?
That was so mean.
Oh, that was you? Wow.
Oh.
That was you?
There's a
Well,
troll in
first
the dungeon!
Wow. First of all, how come you didn't follow? Shame on you.
Oh, that's because this is the first time I've ever been on Twitch.
Oh, okay. He just made an account right now just to
No, I
say-
had the account. I just never actually been on it.
Well, you got me.
I love you
Did it
guys.
Just to
You got
troll
me.
us.
Go
I
ahead.
just wanted,
and-
I just
go
want
ahead
to be,
and roll
I just
for a
want to be one of the
trap.
fucking funny guys because meow.
Meow.
All right.
Okay, so
So, oh boy, can I.
go ahead and roll to see if you can pick that lock.
Ooh, I rolled a 19.
19 plus. That's not even any pluses, right?
That's not even plus his thieves' tools and.
Okay, well,
I
guess
have
what?
thieves'
You
tools.
open it and you unlock it. The lock just melts away, and it's like
Damn right.
it just falls on the floor, and you're like,
Yeah, I got you, bud. I got you.
Thanks. I'm gonna set it on the ground and open it.
you set it on the ground, and you open it, and at that time,
Suddenly a
while you
sword.
open it, you hear in the distance Dimitri saying, "Over here, guys!"
In a minute.
I want to check out his
By the way,
chest.
you
Are
hear
we
this
done?
as well while the.
Hey, any
you're
good
not
chests
done
we're
yet.
checking out.
You're still getting mended.
that nat
I'm
one.
sorry.
I told you it's gonna take a long time. I wasn't lying about that.
So what's in this chest?
A lot of
Hold on. I'll get there.
Gonna roll for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna roll for it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Are they big? Are they big? Is it little? Are they long?
It's about a good sized chest, dude.
it's all different types of sizes.
Yeah.
baby.
All shapes
All
and
shapes and sizes, man.
Pain.
That's a good
Alright.
bag right there.
So here's what I want you guys
How
to
big
do.
are those?
If you're a big fat man, I'm
I
a
want
titty
both.
bear.
I want Jinx. I want Jinx, Lothos, Kaoa, and Elderwin to roll a D100.
Oh,
100?
percentage.
Percentage dice, please.
Dang it.
I'm
58.
58?
Do we do it plus an 8?
No, you don't do plus anything.
Then how do you get 58?
D100, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a D100.
it's a
So
D-
you
it's
roll
that.
that, and you get a 5. If you get a 5, you get a 5-0, and then
No,
if you roll an 8 on the second die.
Yeah.
You roll 2 dice.
Like-
Oh,
Turns
2
out you-
D100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I always
first,
forget that.
okay. So just remember what you rolled,
Yeah.
and I'll go
Do you
down.
roll it twice?
You could roll
Yeah,
twice.
there's technically
Two digits.
2 digits.
Yeah, okay, so
64.
we're rolling twice for the
Okay, so
digits.
remember that, and then so go ahead. So the first one is the first number.
Oh no, 94.
Okay, so
20.
20.
91.
91.
Okay, so here's the first one. All right, so you find in there.
Is this to do with investigation too, or?
Yeah.
No.
This is this is just opening and seeing what's in there.
Okay.
So in there, Jinx, you spot automatically with your roll. You see a scroll of some sort.
Okay.
It's a 12-inch big.
All right.
Stupid, dude.
Lothos.
Yeah.
You, actually, you got what? A 94?
94. Yeah.
It's a 12-inch black dick.
12
Stop
inch,
it.
too thick dildo.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I took it there. Yes.
TOS.
We're going for
The
subtlety.
kitty cat took it there. There is no filter on this cat.
Yo.
Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna start rolling like
And
this.
this is what happens when you
Okay.
play with nothing but guys.
Soft party.
Soon we'll have you immune and you won't care anymore.
Oh, I don't.
Must be some good shit.
Okay, so you find
I know we won't. We
Better be
all-
with a 94.
21.
you find a monocle.
Or 20.
A magical monocle?
You don't know right now.
A monocle.
Put it to your
You
eye.
find
you
a
lose your
monocle.
eye,
Yeah.
and Elder One gains another eye.
You got what?
20.
20.
Three's better than two.
You find when you lift out this potion.
Who, me?
No,
No, that's better.
you spot it, Elderwin, in the corner of your eye, and you're like, I know what that one does. That one tastes spicy.
I found the potion of fire breathing.
Yeah.
That is correct. Yeah, that's correct. Yes. So it is a potion of fire breathing because you know that because of Elderwin.
Okay.
Elderwin, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 91.
91. Okay.
Right? 91 because there's a
A
roll.
monocle.
A 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. 10.
Okay. So that one.
It's supposed to be the first digit, and then the 10 the second digit.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, 91.
This thing's ridiculous, dude.
Okay.
That's a 12-inch black dick.
Big black dick. The big black dick.
I wonder if it was filled all the way with
Alright.
fluid or not.
So
Probably not.
Elder
I bet
One.
you it's just
Yes.
a normal lighter.
Yeah.
you find.
You might be surprised.
I have
Maybe.
to check that
Oh,
item. real quick.
refill port is right
It's
here,
something
so
I
it's
can
this
use.
much.
Dang.
Oh, I'm sure it's something you can use.
Of course.
So
Alright.
That's funny.
You find another eyeball.
Dang it. I
Better
got
be
a
magical.
rock.
It better be an eyeball that I can throw and I can see and throw it off in the distance.
you find a beautiful black bead,
It's like an
and
eyeball.
it looks so pretty and colorful, but you can see kind of like a swirl of like.
I hear Arcana checks
magic
coming
to it.
on.
Yeah.
So at that point,
Alright.
go ahead and roll. Did you want to check what these items are?
Yes,
I can
please.
check them all out if you want with Arcana checks.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
definitely.
go ahead and
Look at
roll an
it.
Arcana
ahead.
check to see if you can recognize the spell scroll.
And that way, if you don't,
Is there anything written on it? Did you open it?
I mean,
Well, he
He
doesn't.
would have looked at
activated?
it.
I
I
don't
already
know.
gave it away, so it is
Yeah.
a scroll, but it has a spell in it. So go ahead and see what kind of a spell scroll it is. So go
Arcana
ahead.
check.
Arcana check is what we're looking for.
That's a 10.
10. So you look at it and you notice, oh, this is not that crazy. It's actually a cantrip. You know that it's a spell scroll of what is it? Spare the dying.
spare the dying?
Yeah, spare the dying. So basically, the person that uses this has the same clerical ability as spare the dying. So it would definitely save like Cal in that last game.
One-time use, right?
One-time use, it burns up. Yes, correct.
It's not
But
one that
Do
you
you
can
want me to
actually
look at your
burn.
pearl thing?
Uh-huh.
what's that?
Give him the
Do you want me to look at your
Yeah,
bead?
I'm gonna give him the pearl that behind 10.
Okay, so go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
That's a little better. That's 15.
15. You look at this and you realize with your studies of magic, this bead is very, very familiar in some of the studies that you've looked at. And you know this to be a bead of force. What this does is when you throw it at a enemy, it encases them in an impenetrable bubble that does a good amount of force damage to them at the same time. and they're stuck in. And if they fail their saving throw, they're stuck in this bubble for about a minute,
Okay.
and they cannot pass certain physical form cannot pass through it.
Nice.
Gotcha.
So
Blah 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 blah. Blah blah. All right.
and then you got
Like the
yours,
Charlie
right?
Brown.
Yeah. So I'm gonna look at it. Are there any markings on it, or does it appear to be a normal monocle? Like before my Arcana check.
It looks like a normal monocle, but everything that's been coming out of this is
Right.
magical. So you're like, oh. So go ahead and roll our contract.
Ah, 22.
Okay, you know exactly what this is. You look at this and you know this is Eyes of Minute Seeing.
What is what are we looking
This crystal lens
His
fits
motto.
over the eyes. While wearing them, you can see much better than normal out to a range of 1 foot. You have advantage on
That's a
intelligence investigation checks that rely on sight while searching an area or studying an object within that range.
So
So basically, it
I have
gives
to be
you-
right on it.
Gives you distance.
Yeah,
So-
so if you're looking, examining something.
Yeah, so basically, I hate to say this, but it would work really well if somebody was searching for traps.
Right.
So yeah,
So and it's
Check the doors. real
forever
quick.
use, right?
Well, I
It
guess
is
if I'm not
forever
around,
use.
you-
Yes.
It's forever use?
Yep.
Nice. So if I'm not around, there you go.
You can check for those straps.
Oh, I totally forgot.
So
me and Lily have
what I'm
sending
saying is
stones.
I'm feeling replaced.
Huh?
I'm feeling replaced.
Sorry,
A
man.
little bit verklempt.
That's what I found.
so
You
at that
picked the
point in
little
time,
bead thing.
you guys manage to search everything, and Dimitri comes up behind you and just is like sitting there. What are you doing? You see them going through all the goodies and everything, and you're just waiting.
Can I wear it at all times as a fashion accessory?
Yes.
On.
Yes, you can.
You are now a white, or you're silver dragonborn, right?
Right.
You're a silver dragonborn wearing a monocle.
Just on the si-
Changes
just on
his
a side note,
personality.
as he puts it on, I'm gonna walk up to him and swat at it.
Look at his eye.
Roll,
Can I blast
Oh,
her?
you went
roll for a deck save to see if it falls.
Hey,
Oh my god, no.
Are you serious?
Serious, he swats at it.
You're such
Roll
a
a
dick.
deck save.
I rolled a 5.
Remember when you blasted that corpse out of my
Do I
hand?
have anything?
Well, you missed.
It's
but
pure roll.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So
he missed your. He missed the attack. So
yeah,
You're
but
good.
just in case. Oh, so it doesn't count anyway, right?
Oh, it's good. You're good. It doesn't count. It doesn't count. he attempted to swat at it, and he missed your face. So what are you gonna say to the group? Do you say that?
Well, that
I'm
didn't
pretty
count
much
anyway.
just gonna proclaim to them everything I just saw in this room, all the body parts hanging around the tables, hanging from the ceiling, fresh, new. Let me just explain everything I saw in that.
Cool.
to them.
So on that note, I'm gonna raise my head and go. Smell something. And I'm gonna make my way down that way.
Okay.
But
I'll follow.
At that point in time, after all this, roughly, this is probably taking around 30 minutes. to do
Yeah.
all this.
Perfect.
That should be done.
You have
by now.
finally
Yeah.
repaired your armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now-
All that just to repair your armor, but you got it, so you're good.
Yeah, we were over too.
So, at this point in time, you rejoin the group. The group informs you of,
The nasty room.
well, of what has
The
been
torture chamber.
transpiring.
I got a monocle.
Is there anything
you
else?
See a fancy,
No.
You see a fancy monocle on.
I got eyeballs.
Somebody can spit
I'm
fire.
like, so do I.
Oh yeah, he got. You remember that fire breathing thing?
I got
He
another
got one.
Oh god.
Maybe this time we'll use it.
Not
Better.
setting a whole room on
Fuck you,
fire.
because I took out most of the spiders, so it's my.
Yeah, but you
And
also
then he
lit
got
my
a
ass
cool
on fire.
I
pearl
don't
thing
care.
that puts people in a bubble. And then my monocle gives. Did you say +2? to
No,
perception?
I put people in a bubble.
Vanish?
It gives
Yeah,
you
I think so.
advantage.
You-
and,
You
Oh,
can just
advantage
do
on
what I
that.
do. Was that little
Gives you
thing?
an
Investigation.
Investigation. Yeah.
Okay. Let me write that
Only
so I
one
don't
scene.
forget.
Just
Right.
just remember that
So the
you
yellow's
can
cool
do
shit, and I found
what
the
I can
torture
do
shit.
with that thing on your neck. So when you don't have that thing on your neck, you still need me. Just saying.
What's on my neck?
On your face.
It's on my eye.
Yeah, I was gonna say
It's on your eye?
A monocle goes on your
monocle.
eye.
Oh, I
You know
thought it
what
was
a
hanging from your
monocle
neck.
is?
I can't wait for that character.
It's
Whatever.
a single
Come out.
glass.
Oh, to make sure it has it.
All right.
Cheerio!
Yes.
The camera got knocked over.
Oh.
Can we turn?
Oh.
Uh,
no, that's
we're
moving
missing
around.
Lily a little bit. That's why.
Advantage on
There we go. We're good.
investigation.
Thank you.
All right. Make sure I write that down. There we go. Thank you.
No problem.
Can you write down that for me too?
For what?
Potion of fire breathing.
Why don't you have your thingy?
Because I don't have paper in it yet.
Oh.
I need to write.
Potion, fire. You know that's one use, right?
Yeah, but it's
Okay.
3 charges of attack, right?
Of attack, yes.
Which is going to get really interesting.
All right.
Oh, fuck you.
All
So
right,
at
so-
that point, Dimitri informs you all
For
the same
Dave.
thing of what has occurred to everyone.
There you go,
They
Dave.
So-
share the information.
I
So,
see that.
what does the group want to do at this point?
Let's
after
go
learning this?
investigate.
Let's go to the dead bodies.
I'm not going to the body.
I will.
Oh yeah, I will.
I'll
I'll
go
join
to the
everybody. Why not?
bodies.
I'll be
I'm
with
still
the
kind
group.
of curious about this door, to be honest.
Dude, you weren't here, man. I
But
was
I'll
all
go.
over
I'll
the
go
place
see.
busting
Yeah,
in
because there's
doors.
There was a door up there, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be the
I
way to
didn't
go.
participate in one whole
Leave.
battle.
Yes, I guess I'll follow him too.
Dude.
Yeah, let me go ahead and just adjust
10
this. so-
torches in each.
Dude, that trap
room.
See?
I
it's
literally
like
ran.
1,000 torches.
and was like, just running straight through. I had to roll like 4 saving throws.
It was pretty bad.
Like,
So
I
this is
almost
what you
died.
guys
Yeah.
see. You guys go down and you see this room. It looks like a storage room and a little bit of a kind
Well,
of
I
like
gave
an
him one,
eating
but I've
area,
already
but
got
there's
one.
rotten food on the table.
For
But
what?
next with
I
the
gave it
rotten
to him when I
food,
got metal.
there's body parts, dried
crossbow?
body parts,
Yeah,
fresh
yeah,
body
take it.
parts,
No, he said
body
he did.
parts
He took
hanging
crossbow
from
from
the
me, right?
ceiling.
Yeah, he
Fucker.
gave you a crossbow.
I thought I gave you one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did, but I didn't take it. I didn't want it. I had my longbow.
Fuck
No, you took the crossbow. You just
You have
it's on
possession
you,
of it,
but
you
It's
you're
on
not
you. You
using
shouldn't
it.
use it.
Oh. Okay.
So you have a crossbow.
Everyone knows that. Okay.
and
that's
one-
fine.
always sell it later.
And I gave you 20 bolts
Yes.
for
That's
it
why
too.
it wasn't a hand crossbow.
I was looking out for you, dude.
Okay, so we
Alright,
see
then.
bodies
You
and
don't want it.
and bones
Yeah,
and
move on.
stuff. What do we see?
I didn't take it.
So, and that's what you see dead body parts hanging from the ceilings. You
From the
see-
ceiling.
Yeah, you see
Yeah.
body parts hanging from
Everywhere.
the ceiling. You
I
see
don't mind. I just
People
want
drinking.
blood everywhere. You also see black kind of like ooze. It looks like it's the same kind of black blood that came from the ogre.
Did we recognize any of it? Maybe like as a family member from that other set?
So far, what you guys see
Are
in,
we
this,
still all the way
in
up
that
there?
general area right
We're
there,
technically down there
Technically
now.
down here, yeah.
Are we
We're
just
in
skipping
the
over
general
there.
area, like right here and right here, you don't see it, but you guys really can't see this area because it's kind of more.
Can you position us where we might be now?
Huh?
We're all in the room, dude.
Yeah, you're all in the room.
I understand that. It's just
Who wants to see?
It
Where
just,
do you-
it just,
where do you
it
wanna
just
be?
it helps me to
Well, just to let you know, this is all going away next game.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're not gonna have. You have to use your imagination, bro.
Theater of the
Can I take
mind.
a picture of this real quick? This is all going away next game because
Yeah.
what?
Yeah,
not
next
gonna use
game we're
quick
not
roll.
doing roll 20
Or
anymore.
roll
This
20.
is going to be the last session where we're doing roll 20.
So that means you can put.
We
that
had to talk
Sorry,
about
guys.
in your room.
I know. I'm just fucking with you.
Fuck yeah. About time you got rid of that Sony thing. Actually.
So are you? You,
Oh,
you
you got
have
rid of the
maps,
Mega
right?
Mix screen?
Huh?
You have maps.
I do. I
you
have
definitely
dungeon
don't want that
tiles, so
in
we'll
the
be
way.
using tiles and stuff like that. But we'll be, but
That was what
it'll be
happened
for
the other-
only battle
Yeah.
purposes,
Yeah.
not for anything
Imagine if
else.
that happened
Everything
like
else will be
65
theater
inch.
of mind.
Dead.
I'm good at that.
Um,
Can I
Let's
make
find
a
it.
medicine check?
I was also
on-
gonna make a med check.
See if anybody's still alive or like see the freshest body.
okay,
It's
well,
all parts,
go ahead
right?
and
There's no bodies.
there's,
Yeah,
no,
but I
there's
still wanna
body
see-
parts.
I
but
at least want to see
are you-
parts.
so
How
are you-
fresh?
okay,
they
so
are.
go ahead
I
and
want a different type of med check. for sure.
go ahead and roll a medicine check.
Oh, nope.
Nope.
Yep, these are body parts.
Yep.
You guys see, and you're like, wow, these are body parts. You just
I want to do a med check to see if there was like, if like they got like all left hands or certain things, like they're trying to harvest like specific things.
okay.
Like a couple of them.
Eight-
That guy's
wait,
hands would be like, "Ooh, this feel like?"
22.
22. You look and
Oh god.
you see that these were formed for the zombies. It seemed like they were Frankensteining these zombies, trying to make these zombies stronger, better, and faster, more durable.
Okay. That's gross. Alright.
Can I go to the back of the room here and see like what's over here? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, go ahead. So you go back there.
Oh, Jesus.
When you go back there, you see in the corner,
Like right here.
against a barrel,
Okay.
you see a middle-aged man cut up to shreds
Oh, Dad.
with his head down, and he looks mangled, and he's missing fingers, and he actually is missing his left leg, and it looks like it's freshly bleeding, because you actually see blood on the floor, and when you actually take a step with the blood,
Femur I just got.
it actually feels warm.
Oh,
So
okay.
when this happened, it was fresh.
I'm gonna
So
make-
can I check and see if he's alive
I don't
or
think he's a
Shake him?
recently expired?
Roll a medicine check.
recently expired.
What'd you want to do?
He wants to, what do I want to do?
Yeah.
Let him do his thing first.
Okay.
You're gonna take his eye? Oh.
Just fucking eyeball one.
He's gonna take a shirt and make yarn out of it.
Hey.
18.
Is that medicine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a medicine check.
That is 20.
20.
Nice.
So you check the body. It seems like just recently. This body was.
Is he dead?
Yeah, he's dead.
I have a femur.
He's
I'm
dead,
But
but
it's fresh.
it is not as fresh as you think. It looks like it's probably a day,
Oh, okay. So he's long
and
gone.
a little less than a day.
Okay.
that
Does
he-
his
that
face look like the portrait of the picture of the locket that I have?
When you match up and you kind of lift the head up and you look at the portrait, it does match.
Oh no!
Papa dead.
Alright, so I'm gonna yell to them, hey, I found the dad.
Oh, when he was fresh too.
Yep.
Oh, we missed the body.
Fresh.
Well, we're leaving him there for now.
So that's what you find.
Okay. Can I see anything down the hall here?
Yeah. No, there is no. That hall kind of is a dead end.
Okay.
Alright.
We'll say that.
I'll make my way over there, just up ahead of him, and
Okay.
see if I can get a better view.
That's a
with-
dead end.
That's a dead
It's a
end.
dead end.
Literally just
Oh.
the-
You just said that. Well, okay, well, let me go back to what I was actually thinking. What's this going on here?
It's just more. It's just a table
Body parts.
of like jars of eyeballs and jars of fingers and stuff like
You
that.
said the wrong thing.
Yeah. Wait, what?
You said a jar of eyeballs, so the
He's got
guy's
a
been
picture of
collecting
eyeballs.
eyeballs.
So I'm gonna collect a jar of eyeballs.
Okay.
It's just your
Put
eyes
jar
dilate.
of eyeballs in your inventory
I'm
then.
going to.
By the way, because of your high roll, you roughly think that this body's been deceased around maybe 11 hours.
Oh no!
No, it's okay. We wouldn't have been
Because
able
you
to
had
get
such a
them
high
So
roll.
if we wouldn't have slept, we could have saved him.
We never
No,
slept
no.
though.
No.
Yeah, we did. We
He would
took
have been
8
dead
hours.
already.
But we didn't take the short rest either.
Oh, okay, short rest.
Because
We took the
if
long
it's
rest.
been 11 hours, that's still it
So
was
at that-
dead 3
Oh,
hours
yeah.
beforehand.
So at that point, Jason or
If someone hadn't
Elderwin,
stood
you
this
take
up.
the jar of eyeballs, put it in your inventory, in your pack. And everybody else, what is everybody else doing in this room?
I'm gonna head
come up.
back up that way.
You have to
We're gonna
add
head
it
up
as
back
a
up
custom.
north.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dave, show north. To that door.
Remaining door.
Okay. So we're gonna let.
It's locked, right? We checked that door, right?
Which one?
This one. Yeah, it's locked.
I know. That's just
No, we
where we're
actually
going
haven't made
next.
that far.
No,
Yeah,
this
you
is the
found
one
out
we
it was
looked
locked.
at, but you didn't want to go through it.
Oh, because I came back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So everybody moves up to the.
Are we in consensus that we leave Papa G down there for a while?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
until-
try to see if I could find something
Yeah, if
like
we gotta
as a
come back,
memento
I'll come
for
back
his
for him.
son, like if there was anything on him.
Unfortunately, he doesn't really have anything.
Alright.
So he's kind of like. He's not
Well-
naked, but he's
Is
wearing
He's-
tattered cloth.
Alright.
Is there any like cloth in the room that I could like wrap his body up with?
You can probably find something in the store in one of the storage things, if anything.
Because I just kind of like
Yeah.
prepare his body, wrap it up, so
Okay, that's
we're
gonna
not
take
dragging
time away
around.
from that door.
Yeah, just a little 5-minute deal.
Well, it's gonna be a little longer
Okay.
than 5 minutes.
Okay.
You throw something over him because you're like, it's not worth it.
If you want to throw something over him, it'll be like quick.
I guess I'll prep him later. Yeah, I'll just
Okay,
throw a
so you
sheet
throw
over
something over him. Everybody ends up joining to the top.
It's a collection of Russian
When you join up to the top, you come across the door, the locked door, that you guys have not discovered yet.
Hey, lock picking guy.
Yeah.
Can you open the door, please? We got nowhere else to go, man.
I could kick it in.
You can kick it
All
in,
right.
Sam,
Hold on. Before
and let it
we draw
reverberate through
any
the whole
fucking
thing.
attention,
I mean,
with that what might
kinda
get
just
me
got paid
killed,
with the jar of eyeballs.
I'll go over there and check the door and unlock it.
Okay. So go ahead, inspect the door. Well, you know it's locked, so you can. Are you unlocking the door?
I will unlock the door.
Okay, roll for.
I'm not opening it. I'm just unlocking it.
Okay,
Can I ask a question real quick?
sure.
20.
Natural
Those
20.
pillars, what are they on either side of?
Yeah.
What are those pillars on either side of?
Are you talking about on the?
In the room
lower?
below us. Yeah.
Yeah, those are pillars that just go
So
straight up.
These jar eyeballs, every error I throw
And that's
in
just
these
floor
eyeballs.
under between it?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like a alcove
I
or
see you.
Oh, okay.
No.
Alright. So
So
Every time I shoot
with your natural
I see
20,
you.
you open up this door like nothing. It was so simple, so easy, and you're surprised. It's like the way Elderwind did
Why the
it.
fuck did
He
you
just
waste my
like
time?
it's like he had the key and he just opened it up.
Oh jeez.
because it was locked, man.
At that point, it's unlocked. What do you do now?
Open.
I'm gonna back off and I'll let one of these.
I'll
guys
open
come in.
it.
Okay, with your hand, right? No, like, I'm just saying.
Mage hand? Mage hand?
Mage hand, or what are you doing?
Oh, you gotta use
Yeah, why not? Mage hand, open the door.
Okay, so you mage hand and you open up the door. As your spectral hand goes and reaches for the handle, pushes the door open. Leaves a little bit of a creaky kind of noise, but as it opens up, nothing really
Yeah, you lock
happens.
it.
Very uneventful. You open it up. That's it.
Wait!
What's
I'm
on the
gonna open
other
a jar.
side?
Yeah.
Take an eyeball.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
kinda
gonna
tough.
throw it down through that door.
That might not be a bad idea, actually.
Hey guys, I don't see anything.
You proceed to chase after it.
Oh my god. Wow. That was a bad joke. Oh my god.
It's kind of funny.
You're getting a lot of eye fives.
I guess I'll go in the door.
I didn't get it, honestly. I
Oh
was
no,
like,
we gotta
okay.
look inside first.
You said there was nothing.
He already looked inside.
Yeah, but we haven't. He
He
hasn't
said he
shown.
didn't see
He
anything.
hasn't shown us what's in it
I'm
yet.
just gonna take my jar and put. Hey, how many
Ooh.
eyeballs are in that thing?
Roll a d20.
There's not really you see you see a fireplace in there that's not lit.
Wait, hold on.
That's not lit.
My eyeball worked.
What? The fireplace is out. There's no embers, there's no nothing, no signs of the fire being lit. You do see a desk with a quill and ink. You see a couple of books and papers on the desk.
Ooh,
Quills.
I want those.
Go investigate.
Okay.
I'm gonna go check out the books and the papers and the desk and the
And I'll go in there and
chairs
just kind of
and,
watch
Okay.
what's happening.
and like all of it. Well, do I have to pick one first?
Just so you know.
No,
just to
you,
let
you
know,
look
I can
through the
counterfeit.
desk. Go ahead and roll an investigation to see what you can find in this desk.
Yeah, bandage.
While this is happening,
Oh, and I have advantage.
Yeah.
while this is happening, Call's gonna kind of, because he was kind of hanging back, he's gonna go back in and investigate Dad more of how he died. Like,
Okay. Go ahead and
Oh,
roll,
there we go.
Go ahead and roll like a medicine.
21.
21.
Thanks.
So you look and you actually find when you're looking through the drawers and everything, you find all the papers and everything. And when you open up one of the drawers, you actually see a secret compartment.
Yes.
It opens when you open up the secret compartment. You find a key,
Yes.
and
You give it to the cat.
yeah, and that's what you find. You just find a key. You don't know what it's for. You don't know where
Is
it's.
there any markings on it?
No markings to it.
And there's no other door in here.
But with the papers that you're investigating,
Yeah.
you can actually see the papers. And when you look through the papers, you see schematic plans of assembling bodies. You see drawings, horrific drawings. And then when you get to a certain...
Human centipede.
Fire eyeballs.
Oh no.
A little bit. Pretty much. Kind of similar, but not to that grotesque.
Right.
Nobody's eating each other's shit. or anything, so. And when you look through, you actually see something that scares you. You
Holy
see,
symbol.
do you read, what languages do you speak?
I know common, deep speech, draconic, and I can... Hold on. There's one other thing I have.
Oh yeah, you have that thing where you can read any
Read any language.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
Okay.
so you look at this,
Smart fella.
and you notice that this is abyssal language,
Fuck.
and this is demonic. So whatever this is some serious deep shit.
So, upon reading it, can I tell what it does?
When you read it, it looks like it has components for a ritual to summon a demon.
You guys want to summon a demon?
Do you want to summon a demon?
Only if I can have his eyeball.
I don't.
Okay. Can I just take all of this and put it in my pack?
You take all of it and you put it in your pack for now.
Okay.
There's not much you can find. Did you want the ink and the pen too?
No.
The ink is dried out, and the pen is pretty.
Are the books anything?
There is one book that's on there. The book is a journal of some sort.
Is it locked?
It's not locked.
Okay.
It's just a handwritten note journal. Nothing fancy. Nothing.
Anything interesting in it?
When you look in it, there's tons of markings and decodings of strange words. Something that's not a real language, more like a made-up language. So it looks like whoever written
Just
in
to
this
let you
journal
know
made up their own
that I can
their own
counterfeit.
language.
Huh?
I can counterfeit. Side note. I can counterfeit writing and all that.
So you can make
Yeah.
a copy of it.
Cal, go ahead and what's your medicine check?
So I rolled an 8 on the medicine check, but can I do it with advantage if I pray to my god first to kind of, because it's the god of death, to kind of see if I can sense like how the soul passed or kind of thing?
No.
Okay, then it's an 8.
Well, you look through and the best you can tell is the cause of death. There's a lot of lacerations on this body, so it was cut up.
It's kind of by like the skeleton swords, or was it?
Something much finer.
Okay. That's important to know.
So there's no other doors in this room.
There's a hallway.
Oh, this is a hallway right here.
No.
That's the end of the room, right?
That's the end.
Okay.
Isn't there something going down?
No, that's it.
Oh.
I believe that's it.
It was just a her. Oh.
And this is a dead end.
Yeah.
You pretty much explored everything.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like we did, or just pretty much?
I think that was his way of saying we've explored everything.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna go grab Pop. That's like the end of the
Okay.
deal. Wrap him up nice.
Do I know?
Can I try to find his missing leg? Like, is he wearing the same shoe on the other foot?
You
Maybe.
will have to have everybody helping you to try to find that leg.
Okay. So I'll ask everybody if they'll help me find the leg.
Alright.
So
down.
everybody, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I
and
didn't look for eyeballs.
roll a perception check.
That freaks me out.
Everybody?
Oh God, I guess if you really
Oh,
want my help.
sweet
I'll
cheese.
guess. I'll be nice.
This kind of shit freaks me out.
15
though,
for me.
man.
7.
Maybe I want
12.
to
20,
try.
not 20.
Nat
Only
20.
good for you, and you're my friend.
Okay.
I think we found
I rolled a
the leg
17.
18.
by Dimitri's
18.
nat
So
20.
Plus whatever.
So you guys have
It is
most of you
whatever.
guys have a hard
Whatever
time
your
looking,
perception bonus is.
Oh, perception.
and then
Ew.
Dimitri, being what are you, half elf?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just like with your elven eyes, you look
Grab and
around
get
and you're
it.
like,
20.
It's right next to him.
and
you
you
didn't
just
see
like
it.
seems like it fits, and he finds it like right off the bat as
Oh,
you guys
cool.
are looking.
So I'll stick it in the wrappings with
Would
it.
you
So
like
it's
to
like
build
body
a
splitting.
snowman?
Oh, gross.
At that point,
Would you like to put all of them together?
At that point, you guys manage to exit out of the mansion.
Where was the laughter coming
Oh, we're
from?
done there? I thought there was another.
Person who
Somebody
killed Dad.
left. They probably left. We didn't find him in here.
How'd they get past us? Oh, that's the question.
While we were sleeping.
Yeah,
It's not our time to find them.
in the dungeon.
All right, so where are we at?
Getting-
Out front,
We're outside of the front of the mansion.
Alright.
You're basically exit out to the front of the mansion, going through the catacombs, and then going back through the huge mansion
This
with your findings. You wade your way through the swamp, make your way back to the graves. You see Jonah. Oh my! You found him! You found him! What? Is there more?
Yeah, we'll relay to him what we saw in there. And I'll tell him that this was
Bodies
the dad.
everywhere.
Meow, listen. What the hell
Yeah,
did you say?
listen.
I'm just glaring at him the whole time, knowing of the squirrel wolf.
I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna by his tree. I'm gonna swat at my eyeball.
Can't.
You just take your eyeball.
It's the ogre one. I want the bigger one.
Yeah, you you play with the big old balls.
Oh yeah, we found this, and I hold up the ogre head.
Oh,
I'm gonna pull both of them out.
nice.
What does that allow me to do?
At that point, you guys, he ends up talking to you and telling you, well, so where were the bodies at? Were they over near the mansion over there?
They're in a subterranean cavern in the mansion, and then I'll tell them how to get there. Essentially,
You should look it out. You should check it out.
Should be clear. Everything's
there's
good.
lots of body parts.
Or not,
We don't know
you can
who's
still
is
look.
who's.
Body parts.
Oh yeah.
Kind of gets chills up and down his spine as he. Thank you for your services. Might want to talk to the captain of the guard. See, for your job well done.
I'm gonna go up next to him, right
Yeah.
into his ear, and whisper, "You don't need to be such a weenie."
So this guy. This guy?
No, not him.
No,
The
Jonah.
guy with Jonah.
Oh.
Jo-
I'm gonna tell him that. I'm gonna whisper in his ear and tell him that you don't need to be such a weenie, and then walk away.
He gives you a nasty look.
Okay.
As you guys manage to,
I'll just you know what I'm gonna do? As he gives me that nasty look, I'm gonna flare my claws at him, and then walk away.
okay. He goes back to digging and just shoveling dirt and everything.
I guess
You
we'll
guys-
take the body and the head
Yeah.
of the ogre and all
Okay.
that to the captain of the guard and relay our tale to him.
So you take the head to the captain of the guard as you walk in, and
Kind of throw it on his desk.
What's this?
It was your problem. We solved it for you.
So an ogre was taking dead bodies?
Yeah, I have the eyeball. If you
I
need
think
it
an ogre was one of the dead bodies. He's apparently been reanimated.
Did you guys find out by who?
It was empty. We couldn't find the perpetrator.
But I have its other eyeball.
That's
saying.
good.
You can't have it though.
I need it. Well, thank you for your
And
Thank you
here's
for
the
your
body of the dead girl's father.
Boy.
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 And he's
Oh
a
yeah,
boy.
she's dead.
Dead
Just the
father of
dead
boy.
body of the boy's
Dead
father
body.
is
Yeah,
how
that's what I
you
meant to say.
pose
Yeah.
that sentence.
Yeah.
The dead body of the
It's his
kid.
call.
Yeah. That.
Dead man.
I guess we will. Tell the boy. It's very sad to hear.
If
Very
you don't
sad.
need the eyeballs, I'll take them.
No, God.
And be careful,
can do
his leg
whatever
is
you
severed. So just be careful when you
whatever I
open that
want.
thing.
I assume that you want payment.
That'd be nice.
Very well.
he calls over one of the guards, and the guards brings over kind of a sack, and he counts through the money
Sack.
and kind of separates it to a different sack for you guys. And at that point, he separates it and gives you guys about 30 gold apiece.
Nice.
Like gold tools.
How much gold did we start out with?
It varies.
Roll for it.
It all varies on
Background, yeah.
background and who you and where you started from.
Let's say I have 41 gold because I have 11 right here.
Plus
That-
30 more.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Oh, at least it's one.
At that point,
It's
Can I ask
prior to all this, did we make gold from where the spiders were?
yes, you guys did. I gave that tally.
It
I
was.
It was 17 apiece.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
17.
So, Captain,
Yes.
do you know anyone or anywhere who could use these crossbows and weapons that we found? Well, perhaps we could sell it to you guys?
Oh, you
Wait. Why are you trying to sell off my shit?
You grab
You only have 3. There was way more than that in the cavern.
Did you get more? Did you pick up more?
Well,
He did.
Yeah.
Everybody picked up their own stuff.
I just want to sell one because I'm overweight, and I want to get rid of it.
Well, if you want to sell your stuff, go to the general trader.
All right, I'm gonna go to the general trader.
what does everybody want to do at this point? Because this is kind of like in-game downtime. So
What time of the day is it?
At this point, it's actually getting pretty late. It is around, I would say, around 6 o'clock. Because you guys actually took a nap like in the middle
Of the day. Yeah.
of the day. So.
Is there quote unquote magic arcana shop anywhere in town?
Not in this town.
It's kind of a
You would
small
have to
town.
go to a big league city
Okay.
for it. So, but so you, Elderwin, you wanted to go to the trader, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and then
Yeah.
you wanted to do the same.
Yeah, I'll go the same direction. We can all go together, I guess, right?
Okay.
Nobody has a
No, I'm gonna go
objection.
back towards. So when we first found the mansion, I found tracks from the grave down to the mansion. I'm gonna pick a middle point and kind of just hide out and kind of just keep a low profile and see if there's any movement going back from the mansion. If it's like I just want to keep a lookout. Like I want to hide
Okay.
myself.
All right.
Look for any.
So you go there and you stake out.
Stake
go
out.
go ahead and roll for stealth check.
Should have advantage to stealth too.
10. Stealth.
Should be dex, right?
Was it plus 5?
Yeah, it should be your dexterity.
So is that
So-
plus?
Yeah, that's a
so
plus
fif-
5. Yeah.
15?
So 15. So,
It's not proficient.
so 15. Okay, so you keep your stealthy composure.
Profile's low.
So you're doing pretty good, and you're just seeing what you can find.
Yeah.
At that point, everybody else is going to the trader.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm
So
gonna
you go-
sell a crossbow for 25 gold, or we need a gold.
Whichever he's gonna sell it to
Yeah.
you for.
Yeah.
You gotta
It
borrow.
all
You gotta
depends
haggle
on-
with the trader.
Yeah,
Alright.
you gotta haggle with the trader.
All right.
So at that point, you go in and you kind of see a short, dwarven-like figure with a
Love this guy.
big bushy beard and everything. And
Hey, what can I do for you?
I have this crossbow. Here. What do you want for it?
For that piece of crap? Why would I want that?
Well, because I don't want it.
I guess I could give it to, like, I don't know, little boys in training or something like that.
You are a little boy. Still, what the fuck you didn't give it to me for?
Well, fuck you, too. Don't need to deal with your fucking bullshit.
I'm gonna grab the cat by the ear and just be like, "What are you doing?" And just like push him into a corner and then walk
Does
over
anybody
the
else
guy.
want to sell stuff to me, too?
I'm
I'm gonna
go-
apologize to him
Yeah.
for.
No, yeah, is that all I am to you? Just like somebody where you can get free money from?
You sound like
I'm
fucking
gonna-
fat
All
bastard.
you fucking
Yeah.
adventurers are the same thing.
Hey, the bathroom's down
Did
the hall. if
anyone
you need
bring
to take a
any
shot.
any interesting things in lately?
Not really anything interesting, just general stuff, general trade, stuff that comes in and out of the city.
I'm gonna go do my normal search in the dusky back corner area.
okay, so he ends up offering you guys about
I'll offer you about 10 gold for the crossbow.
About 15.
roll for persuasion.
You already
Are
pissed
you
him
doing
off.
the same thing?
Yeah,
or-
yeah, yeah. Let me.
Well, you don't. You can sell it all.
14.
Guilds accept it all. Huh?
14.
14?
Actually, I mean, I don't think I would.
No, I'm gonna give you 10 gold. That's a piece of crap.
Bitch.
I end up having to fix it anyways. I have to clean it up. I have to polish it. I have to at least make it look nice. Otherwise, I can't even sell it. So 10 gold.
16 actually, because there's a +2. I have the +2.
Oh, you got a 16? Damn, that kind of just takes back everything I just said.
Well, I had to look it up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you got to get your numbers first.
Yeah, get your numbers straight.
All right, so he goes, fine. I'll do you a favor. I'll do 13.
All right, so
13. So he gives you 13 gold
okay.
to add for the crossbow. And
Well, I would like to sell the same.
he
Yeah.
gives
yeah.
you 13 gold as well. Is anybody else selling anything or?
How do you feel about femurs?
Why the hell would I want a femur? Do I look like I'm a medicine shop? You can't even sell that on the black market for drugs. Like, what do you want? A femur?
There's a black market for drugs.
I didn't say
I
anything.
kind of pushed it over my way.
No, I
aside.
didn't say
Push my
anything.
head down.
You didn't hear anything.
I reached my hand around.
Dragonborn, you don't want any of this. Don't trust me. Trust me, you don't want any of this.
I pull out 5 gold, and I try to persuade him to find out where the black market is.
All right, go for a roll for persuasion.
With the 5 gold, can I get advantage?
No.
Oh.
That's when you're getting information.
Oh. Jeez. That's not gonna. What was it? A persuasion? 6.
I don't know nothing about nothing. You take your gold and you stop it.
So there's a black market. Is there anybody in the shop?
All of us.
I'd take
Just
my-
all of you guys.
I'd
No,
take
there's
my
really not
finger
anybody
back.
in there besides you guys right now.
All right. Well, upon hearing that, and it's getting kind of late, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of be like, and I'm gonna walk out, and you guys can finish up shopping. But
I'm gonna
what-
follow because he said something about the leg, so someone's gonna want it.
So we're gonna go and search the. We're gonna go find the shadiest looking alley, and we're gonna post up until we see somebody shady that we can ask about the black market.
So that what you're gonna do? You're gonna wait for see somebody shady.
Yeah, see if we can get find where an alley is.
This guy's
And
looking for
then-
drugs, man. He's like trying to find the local like cannabis store.
No, I'm trying to get a lead to the black market because I want to see if there might be some stuff.
All right.
He's
Some
like,
interesting stuff.
I need to find the black market.
I almost died, man.
Die more. Die.
So at that point,
He goes, well, good luck with that. Is there anything else I can do for any of you?
Maybe some
Buy a
information.
femur.
all right. You're searching for something, right? Go ahead and roll an investigation. No.
14.
14. So you really don't see anything like.
I got that advantage now, baby.
You really don't see anything like too crazy or anything like that.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's nothing. Let me just switch this real quick because we're actually done with that.
Oh.
So
where were we?
I want to ask him if
This
he's.
is Neverwinter. Foundalin is actually where you guys are at. So
Oh, nice.
I'm just gonna show.
We're in a coastal area.
Yeah.
We're a little
Right
bit more
there.
inland than Van Allen, I think.
Hey, that says mer.
Mer.
Have we been in the
Mer.
Huh?
Have we been in the coastal area this whole time?
Just right there.
And there's no sand.
You have to be on the
No,
coast.
it's kind of like it's hilly and.
No, it's fine.
So what were you showing us?
So I'm gonna ask the purveyor, what's his name? Again?
The purveyor.
Yeah,
The
shop owner.
We'll call him Bronze. We'll call him
Bronzebeard?
No, not Bronzebeard. We'll call him.
Strike!
See, this is where my D&D screen comes in handy. We'll call him Barden.
Okay.
Barden the Trader.
So, Barden, have you heard any strange rumors floating about in town? Maybe something that doesn't have to do with grave robbings or people going missing?
Let me. No, I haven't heard anything yet. Other than the grave robbings, that's pretty much all I've heard.
Okay, good to know. Just thought I'd ask.
I'm gonna say before I do head out with Call, I'm gonna ask, do you have any sand?
Actually, I can help you with that. I have a small bag of sand you can have if you want it.
Fuck yeah. Okay. I slowly slide out.
I'm gonna look
You
at
see
the.
this little like gnome girl.
I'm gonna look at the shop guy again and say, "Do you want about 49 bolts to go with that crossbow?"
Sure, for a gold.
Let's do 5.
What's a gold each?
No, I'm not gonna give you. I'm not gonna
They're,
Copper each.
they're gold
Oh, it's
each.
a cop each.
Roll for deception.
A gold a piece for a bolt?
These
Yes,
bolts?
they are. 2 plus 5.
Okay, first of all, it is not a gold a piece for a bolt. It is a gold
Yeah.
for
So I'll give you that.
I flip you a
For a-
gold.
a pack of
Take your
20.
sand.
Sweet.
Now, if I'm here to make money, I'll take the bolts off your hands, but I'll take all 40 for 1 gold. You're still coming out 50% richer.
How about 2 gold?
Roll for persuasion.
What this fucking guy?
I have sand.
This is bartering,
He's
man.
a fucking Jew.
Whoa.
Oh
We're live
my
on
gosh.
Twitch.
19.
You gotta be careful what you say, man.
Dog.
We're
Sorry.
Hey,
He's had a little bit to drink.
No. Just let all you know, I am not politically correct. And if it hurts your feelings, then you're the racist.
It's against TOS.
TOS. Twitch US.
Well, you know,
Anyways.
if I need to make a new account, we'll need to make a new account. But I don't think I'll have to.
Anyways, let me look back to what. Hold on.
He says, fine. I'll give you 2 gold,
Yeah, I rolled a 19.
but you gotta get out of my store after this.
Fine.
Alright, so he gives you 2 gold, you give him the bolts, and he wants you out of his store.
Alright, fucking out of there.
I would have picked up my little hammer too. By the way,
You're
the one I threw at the ogre.
Like 45 minutes ago?
yeah.
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
gonna lie.
leave it
I'll tell you what,
behind.
roll an intelligence check, and if you
11 or above.
yeah,
You motherfucker.
10.
that's
Wait, what's the M?
Oh,
I hate you.
They both roll.
It was almost an
They
hour ago.
match.
That's, dude, you gotta understand, man, when you get into elite games, bro, you pick
gotta
it up
roll
or you
play it
don't.
out.
Straight intelligence.
yeah, straight intelligence.
Oh god.
And
I rolled a
just for the
9.
record,
Shaking it.
Nope.
9.
I'm not racist. I hate everybody equally.
That's not
That's a
better.
9.
That's not better, gosh.
Just stop.
That's a 9.
All I'm just trying to
Fail.
say is, we're here to have a good fun.
Right.
Just
You're
slowly
offended?
move the
It's not.
camera
It's not
Sorry.
if they're
to cut
offended.
it out.
It's Twitch. So
TOS, buddy.
Oh, Twitch.
yeah,
I'm sorry, Twitch.
he rolled a 9.
I love you,
You rolled
Twitch.
I rolled a 9.
Yeah, so unfortunately, you didn't get it back.
You dumb as hell, bro. I am dumb as hell. Not really, but
Can you lift it up again? It kind of lowered down again.
Any luck with black market?
Go ahead and roll.
roll for
this.
shady
No,
drugs.
I don't even think we have streetwise anymore, huh? No, we don't have anything like streetwise. So go ahead and roll.
It's fine.
Okay.
I'll just be looking around the.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check to see if you can find anything.
Can I
like
get
that.
advantage because Lily's with me?
Or
she can roll too.
No, are you looking for a 2, Liz?
Yeah, she wants to sell the
I need
femur.
to sell my femur. I want to see if I can.
Sure. Roll for
Yeah.
1 person advantage.
A 1-person advantage?
Yeah, so you gotta take back.
Go,
so
you
who's
roll.
doing it?
Me?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
It'd be more funny if you find the black market.
Fuck.
We're not finding
Wait,
it.
what is it? Investigation?
Investigation.
Yeah.
What did I roll that first time? An 8?
Yeah.
11?
So this is what happens. You're asking around. Hey, do you know where the black market is? And the little kid is all like, no.
Asking the
And
kid.
kind of
I'm
goes,
about the same
mommy, and then runs away. And then another woman comes up, an older woman comes up, and you're like, hey, where's the black market? Do you know where there's a black market around here? No, hey, you know what you're talking about, young lady. And just scurries off. So you keep asking around, and nobody's They just find you weirder and weirder.
Dang it.
The squirrels don't mind.
We have terrible people at our party.
The squirrels would know.
So at that point,
But they're all dead! Sorry.
so at that point, so continuing, is everybody done with the trader shop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
so
you know I am.
oh, I know you are. So when you exit out, you guys manage to just go out to the streets. Anybody else want to do anything? It's getting closer to dark.
Is there
Find
like
an inn.
a blacksmith or anything like that?
There is, but it's
Closing
yeah, you can
time.
find it. It's closing though, so
Is there any dark alleys?
Well, we were just
We
looking
just
for
looked
Oh
for
my
Dark Alley.
there's tons
He's
of
like
dark
3
alleys.
minutes behind.
No. Well, I was in a shop. You were looking for a dark alley. I wasn't looking. I'm not technically looking for a dark alley. I just want to find a dark alley.
All right. So yes, there is a dark alley. What do you want to do with that dark alley?
And no
And
one
yes,
needs
you go.
No
to
one
Black
needs to
Smile.
know what I want to do down that dark alley.
You gonna
Okay.
Oh
be in it?
god. He's gonna have to go poop.
I was gonna
Oh,
say.
you're pooping? Is that what you're okay? Whatever. Okay, whatever you're doing
Roll
behind the
for
dark,
Roll
behind the
for
dark
consistency.
alley and everything, you're just staying there, just and,
I rolled a 9.
It's a little watery.
I would love to find an inn.
It's a little
Let's
you
go drop the
find an
kids
inn,
off while I do change the water.
that's in town,
Yeah, I think we all should do that.
and you look up, you go to the inn, and there's kind of like a halfling lady there, and the lady's all like, hello, how can I help you?
We'd like to see what your rates are. Maybe a couple of rooms.
Few.
Well, it's
few.
per room. It's silver a night. But if you, but there is 2 beds per room if you'd like that. What would you like to do?
Who's with me?
All of us.
Yeah.
Well,
Except for
I don't
Cal.
know about those.
Except for the defecator.
Cal and
Let's just say I'm done what I'm doing and I'm with them now.
okay, that's
Yeah.
fine.
And I'll look
Is
around
there-
like how many rooms
quick,
do we
real
want?
quick, is there a pub there?
Is there what?
A pub or anything?
No, this is actually
Tavern.
just a straight inn.
Inn?
You would have to go to the. You'd have to go to the
Spider
the-
Tavern.
Yeah, the Spider Tavern where you guys were.
Instead of a
Um,
blacksmith, is there like a tailor I can find? Or anyone
Not
that
at
deals
this time of night.
with
You can see the
clothes.
blacksmith outside, kind of banging away at his at metal right now, just getting the last bit of forging in before closing.
Can I go up and ask if he's able to improve weaponry at all?
You ask him. You see like kind of a middle-aged man with dirty blonde hair, kind of like a little bit scruff on his chin, and he goes to you and he's all like, "Well, it all depends on like what you really want to do. Like, how do you want me to improve it?"
Do you have any materials to enchant or anything like that to forge into the weapons?
I'm a blacksmith. I don't do that. I don't even know what the heck.
Do you know anybody who does?
No, you gotta go to the city for that.
Which
Any-
city?
Neverwinter.
All right.
You can either go to Neverwinter, you can go to Waterdeep, anywhere, any of those would be fine. We're just a small town.
All right. I flipped my copper for his trouble.
So, you give him what?
I flip him just a copper piece for his trouble.
Thank
for
you.
bothering him.
Thank you.
Nice fucking game.
Okay, so I think besides this guy, we're all going to bed.
Okay. So, as you go to bed,
Because you're still out in the forest doing
Yeah.
your thing.
I
So-
think this is-
Wait,
No,
hold
he
on.
said he was back with
So,
us.
I'm back with you guys. So downstairs, is there like a chair or fireplace and all that?
yeah. There's
Yeah,
like a
I'm
casual.
gonna sit on the chair and kind of curl up on it and
Okay.
take a little nap.
Okay, cool. So you take a little nap. Meantime, you go to Dimitri. So Dimitri, you're out there and you kind of stake out there, and you wait out there for a long time. It's roughly around an hour, 2 hours later, 3 hours later. The area seems to get a little foggy at times, and it starts to kind of swell in a little bit. You notice that if you stay out here long enough, it could be a little dangerous for you because you could lose your way. But you don't know.
I can't lose my way. I mean, it's coastal area, right?
What?
It's coastal area for the most part, right?
We're pretty
It's
far
more like
We're
field.
inland.
It's more like field and plains.
It's pretty swampy.
I see it's getting a little dangerous, so I'll just head back to the cabin with the inn with everyone.
Okay. You don't see anything.
There's nothing, no tracks.
Nothing
There's
that tracks.
No tracks.
The occasional animal passes by you, little rabbit, maybe something, but nothing significant that it's heading towards. It looked like whatever was at that mansion at the time fled, because now, and through your mind, you feel like maybe when we made our presence known, that gave whoever this was time to flee.
Okay. Got it. So I'll just regroup.
So at that time, you regroup. You head back. You don't know where anybody is, but I assume that you're gonna try to go to the local tavern.
Yes.
You end up seeing a sleeping cat on one of the kind of couches, and just fine couches, just sleeping there. And you see the lady there. She's offering rooms. She goes, "Oh, hello."
Hello, miss. I'd like a room for the night. I have a party here.
Okay. Well, that would be a silver piece.
And I'll put her silver.
Okay. She takes the silver. She says, "Thank you. It's the first floor up to the left. Thank you very much."
And I'll go up to my room.
All right. So at that point, you guys all manage to go to sleep, and you guys manage to have. You guys really don't gain the benefits of another full rest because you basically are at a full rest at this
Right.
point, but you sleep nonetheless because it's nighttime. It's been a long day. Meanwhile, when you guys sleep, let's see. Hold on a sec. Try to change the music here to something a little different. So the night progresses, and you fall sound asleep. Lothos, you have a nightmare,
I was gonna say you had
Oh, you have a fan?
and it
She mentioned it
swells up in you. The nightmare is you're fast asleep, and you wake up, and you're in this ocean of fire, just vast as dead wasteland, flames spewing out from the ground. You see this large, big claw-like hand come out from the flames, and you see another hand creep out. As it pulls itself up, you see two large horns curling back. Just like before, your silver skin tends to comb over red, just like last time. You look at your hands, and your claws tend to get a little longer than normal. As it crouches up, you see this snarling face, large fangs as it comes up to you, huge gorilla-like. It echoes through your mind, sending shivers up your spine, even though it's boiling hot. At that point, you're still fast asleep and the dream goes blank. And then actually, Keoa and Cal, you also have dreams as well.
Oh boy.
You actually see your god approach you, Kat.
Oh, Lord.
In your dream. You see nothing but a face.
Death is the beginning. Entrapment is the end. Death.
When you do that, or when you see this person, you see nothing but a black face with cold, glacial eyes staring at you. When you do that, you see, some parts of you tend to want to reach out, but when you do, the face fades away into the distance as your body sinks back into a deep sleep. What was your god again? I can't remember.
God. Tempest.
Tempest? You have a dream as well. You're on a battlefield. Fighting goes on throughout the whole entire plains. A war is breaking out. As the war breaks out, you see a very familiar idol. You see a silhouette of what you believe is your god. Humanoid, and just standing as tall as can be, stomping over the battlefield. And you hear one word echoing through your head.
End.
Doesn't really connect with you in any way, but you feel the word sink into you, and you don't know why. But when it happens, and you hear it, you see the silhouette of the figure fade away, and you see green like flames erupt from the ground as the ground cracks. And as it does, you see these flames reach out and consume what seems to be this world. And then you fall into a deep sleep. You all fall into a deep like sleep. And it feels uncomfortable. You tend to move in your sleep. You're not really aware, but you're so deeply sound asleep you don't realize what's going on. You have a hard time perceiving what's going on around you. When you guys all wake up the next morning, you guys look around you. You're in a dark, cave-like room.
Nice.
You're not where you were before. When you look around, you see the others that are not like yourselves around you. But as you do, you see bars on the other side. You hear the dripping of water caressing from the ceiling. You hear the chink, you hear the clanking of armor coming down from the halls as you all slowly waking up and coming to. As you see this dark silhouette of a figure with pointy ears. Does any of you speak? What languages do you all speak?
I can read everything, and I have common, deep speech, and draconic.
Undercommon.
Undercommon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Only common and draconic.
Common, gnomish, druidic, and infernal.
Okay. So you said undercommon, right?
Yeah, undercommon.
Did anybody else have undercommon? Okay.
I need to check real quick.
Common, draconic, elvish, and giant.
Okay.
It's common, orc, and undercommon, but yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Alright. This silhouette of a figure hulks over this cell-like cave. You hear a tone that you don't recognize. And when you hear that, you understand.
Okay.
And it says in a kind of like a snake-like voice.
Welcome to the Underdark.
My cousins.
And we'll end it there.
What?
Nice. Well done.
You want to keep playing? What? I want to kill more shit.
Do we have our armor and stuff?
You don't know.
You don't know yet.
Oh,
We'll
crap.
find out in the next game, folks.
Next time.
Thanks for
Better
watching,
hope I
everybody.
don't.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you
Sorry
for
if I
watching.
offended anybody, but if I did,
Stop.
It's all good.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. Anyways, guys, we'd like to thank you all for joining us for this game. We really appreciate you guys being here and showing support and
yeah,
following.
we do.
Continue supporting and sharing. We just want to share our entertainment with you all and share our fun with you all. We hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful
Week, really.
week, really. And if you happen to spot me at WonderCon, I will be at WonderCon. So, and I'll be passing out. I'll be passing out cards.
Yeah.
So, thank you guys so much. We hope you have a wonderful, wonderful time. And this is Noobs and Dice.
Later.